Alrighty, man. What it do? What it do, my peoples out there? What's going on? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, man. Welcome everybody, man. We back at it to the 11:30 podcast. Talk pro wrestling, you guys, man. Yes, check. Mic check 1 2. Yo. All right, we sounding good. Yo, I appreciate everyone out there, man. Definitely on this beautiful Sunday, man. It's man, the days be going by so damn fast, man. It's crazy though. But yo, man, I appreciate everyone. Definitely vibing with you guy, man. Definitely vibing with you guy. Um, it's Sunday. It's time to talk some pro wrestling, man. Also, commission talks. You know how we do it. Myself and along with my guy Warren Marlowe, host of the Buzzing with Marlowe podcast, is going to be jumping in with me. We took a short break before SummerSlam and everything. Spend family time and do whatever we needed to do though. So, but we back, man. We back. We were supposed to be back, I think, last week though. But hey, we here. You guys are here. I appreciate it to the fullest. Now, like I said, you guys, man, if you haven't already, if you haven't already, definitely make sure you subscribe to the 11:30 podcast, you guys, man. Make sure you hit the like button down below, you guys. Comment, join the live chat, man. Definitely join the live chat, or if you're going to watch this, or if you're watching it in a replay, definitely leave the comments down below. And yeah, man, we're gonna be definitely jumping into it. We got a lot to jump into, man, here on this hour of Talk Pro Wrestling, you guys, man, on this Sunday night. Like I said, join the conversation, man, and let's talk about it, man. Let's definitely talk about it. And my guy Warren Marlowe is going to be joining in just a bit. He's definitely going to be joining in just a bit while we break down everything from this past weekend of SummerSlam. Everything that happened on Monday Night Raw, even on Friday Night SmackDown, as well as we have AEW All In a couple of weeks leading into, AEW been hot. We're going to be talking about All In, you know, leading into All In the coming weeks or so though. But you guys, man, while we wait for my guy Warren Marlowe, we're gonna just jump it off, man, for real. We're gonna start it off with some SummerSlam review, man. And one particular thing that I want to start off the conversation with you guys, man, because I feel like this was one of the big highlights actually, not headlights, big highlights of last weekend SummerSlam, you guys, in Minnesota though. But WWE, man, you guys, man, don't do a SummerSlam in Minnesota. Minnesota is not a place that you actually go to and just for the summer, and be like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna spend 2 days there. So no, I don't think Minnesota was a great choice for them to do SummerSlam there, though. But while SummerSlam took place, man, it was some great highlight moments that definitely went down, and this one gotta definitely be one of them, you guys, man. We're definitely going to talk about it, man. Chelsea Green, yes, Chelsea Green. We seen actually, you know what? We gonna get into it. My guy Warren Marlowe, man, might be joining me right now. Hold on. Before we actually get into it, man, because we got some stuff to talk about. For real, we got some stuff to talk about though. But
What
yo,
up?
what
What's
it
going
do? What
on,
it do?
Bubba?
What's going on, my guy?
We are back. We are back. How's it going?
Man, it's going. It's definitely going, man. Everything going well, man.
Yeah, man. I had to get my daughter down. School starts back tomorrow for her, so
Oh, okay.
summer's done.
Man,
Summer done.
tomorrow. Man, oh man. Yeah, I know, right? Summer flew by. Yeah, so I think we got about what, 2 more weeks, I think. Two more
Oh,
weeks?
really? Dang.
3 more weeks? Yeah. So yeah, he starts
I
school.
was thinking y'all summer just started in ways.
Yeah, yeah. The 24th, man. But yeah, like I said, you guys, man, my guy Warren Marlowe, man, host of Buzzing with Marlowe. Life been treating you good, man. Life been going well.
Yeah, man. You're getting prepared. It's getting closer. We only got like 2 months left, and then there's gonna be three
Oh,
kids in the house.
are you excited?
So I'm getting there. I just felt Stella kick for the first time yesterday,
Oh,
so
okay.
that was that's that real mindset. Like, okay, it's happening. I think she's now, I think 23 or 24 weeks pregnant right now. So the baby
Okay.
is able to open its eyes up. So we've been putting the light on her stomach, and the baby's able to react. So yeah, man.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, hey, I know that feeling, man. Little man just turned 4, so
oh, I know.
yeah, so I know that. I know that. All right, man, congratulations, man. I know you're excited, and well, at least like you said, you're getting there. Um, but yeah, man, like I was just saying, with the show, man, we gonna start it out, breaking down everything that took place over the last week or so, man. And we just the first show back in some time, maybe a month and a half or so.
Yeah.
We took a little break. But we did have SummerSlam, man. Like I was just saying to everybody, man, I wanted to start out with one big thing. One big thing I think definitely took place over the weekend, over last weekend at SummerSlam, was definitely Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green actually winning the WWE Women's Champion. Now, I'm pretty sure WWE is going to make the initiative to actually make her the permanent women's champion. But I'm not quite sure with that, over the
There's some
weekend.
bad news.
I'm not too sure if it was at the house show. No, actually it was on SmackDown.
It was
Yeah,
on
it was on
SmackDown. That's the
SmackDown.
reason why she lost the match.
Yeah, yeah. See, you know what? I was wondering why she did lose the match. Maybe I think they was just trying to play her up. Like she wasn't. When she really probably wasn't supposed to win it, and she was always like a mid card jobber. So I didn't even know that was the case though. But Chelsea Green winning the women's champion. Man, I think Michael Hayes.
Hey,
I feel
hey,
like he's eating his words now. You
I
know.
see. This is my thing, and I think we've realized this since we've been watching Unreal. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little iffy on it. Now, there's some things that I agree with what legends and stuff say about wrestling. There's some things that you don't need to know, and I feel like for as intriguing as everything is, I think Michael Hayes said that to get Chelsea Green that momentum and see if there was that teaser because like
Hmm.
like I mean if you obviously everybody's watched season 3 of Unreal where they were talking about John Cena. What was he gonna do? Hey, I might have supposed to been facing Drew McIntyre, but instead let's see if they want to see me and AJ go against each other. Let me put it on social
Mm,
media and let's see what happens. What I've learned in wrestling and wrestling school was, man, if you want something told, you gotta have it. You gotta show it. You just gotta show it. See if they want that. And I think that's what really that was all about with Chelsea Green. I mean, Chelsea Green, I mean, the most over character in pro wrestling right now to this day. I mean, the Karen gimmick, all that stuff, it's interesting. So,
mm,
I mean, like, you see all those different factors with her. Like you said, she was supposed to have been a jobber. She was supposed to be an enhancement character, and she went above and beyond and made it a whole different thing. And I mean, the ladder match was really good. I was actually impressed with it. I think there was a lot of things that a lot of them were unsure of to do, but they did what they needed to do, and you could just tell Chelsea's emotion when she grabbed that title. She kind of
mhm,
lost that character a little bit because and it's needed, man. She's been begging for that title forever. I mean, anybody can relate to what Chelsea was going through at that moment. It's like you get that finally grasp of something that you've been dreaming about when you were a kid, and you finally
right.
get that momentum, man. I mean, shout out to her.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Look at I was excited for her to win. All the ladies that were in it. See, Flu was going on WWE Unreal isn't really unreal per se.
What up, Fluid?
Hey, yeah. We had Jade, Charlotte, Tiffany, Lash Legend, and
Jade,
uh I
Jade.
think it was Jade, Charlotte, Tiffany, Lash, and Chelsea Green. And I was just thinking, like, okay, yeah, like the safest choice is to put the belt on Charlotte. But I think Charlotte been having an amazing run without the
Yeah,
title.
it would
And
have been
Jade,
different.
yeah, I think Jade would have definitely it would have been, great, but they didn't put the title back on her in the rematches that she had with Rhea. So I mean, like, come on. I mean, everybody wanted Chelsea obviously to win, and like how you were just saying, man, yeah, that could have been something that maybe Michael Hayes said to hype everybody up, to get everybody talking, and to see if that could fire her up, or whatever to say though. But yeah,
Mhm.
man, I mean, like, the when I did the reaction for the video, she commented on the video.
Yeah, I
I was
saw
like
that.
so
I
super
thought that was
psyched,
pretty cool.
I didn't even realize that until like a couple of days later though. But yeah, man, I'm super
Hey, it
stoked
happened.
for her.
It
Yeah,
happened.
yeah,
That's all
yeah.
that
It
matters.
happens. It
And that's
happens.
something that you got to talk about with Chelsea this too, man. Chelsea doesn't have to do anything that she does, and she goes above and beyond. Heel, face, whatever. She knows that she is a performer, and I think I love
Yo,
that whole thing that she puts into it because man, she gives you everything she can if she's got that camera, and that's I preach this at the wrestling schools that I'm at. I preach this continuously. Whatever time you have, take advantage of it. Don't matter if it's 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever. Whatever time you have, that is your moment. And I mean,
right,
I've seen it on past WWE trials that I've had. They tell you, stand out. Don't just come in here being strict. Don't just come in over here and just doing the moves, whatever. Stand out. Be that person that we can sit there and go, we know who that is. We know who that is. Pick them out of the crowd.
right,
And I think
right.
that's what that Chelsea does.
Yeah, and I think Chelsea Green is, I think, one of. I'm pretty sure she's probably the one out of all of the females. I mean, like all of the women wrestlers, which all of them do, but I think Chelsea Green is the one the most who does make the most
Does
of
the
her
most. Yeah.
opportunities when she is out there, whether it's a dumpster match, whether it's getting pie thrown in her face and she's saying something ridiculous. I think what she say? Oh, I like the cream or something like that. I think it was a social
I
media
mean, she's
video
female
that she did with
Danhausen, but
even
she's
that she
that.
even made she even made the AAA mixed tag team with her and Ethan Page work. It's
Yep.
like the smallest things though. But yeah, man. I mean, I really hopefully I really hope that she's not seriously
Yeah.
injured because obviously Rhea Ripley had to give up the belt, which that took some
Seems like
time
this
for them
tag
to.
title curse is coming to the, the
Yeah,
women's.
exactly, right? Exactly. The tag team titles, the ladies of the tag team titles seem like they've been all right for a while though. But yeah, it seemed like it's creeping over to the women's title, man, which is pretty funny, man. What's going on, guys?
It's not ballet. I mean, no
Yeah.
disrespect to ballet or anything, but man,
Okay,
it's nothing.
okay. Okay. Who you feel like could have a great story, a great match or storyline with Chelsea Green to get and to
So
be
we just
honest with
said,
you, I'm asking you this though, but I wanna know your thoughts on it. Because I feel like the person that is sort of going to get, I guess, Chelsea Green over that little hump. I want to say Tiffany Stratton.
yeah,
Tiffany
because the
Stratton
little
was,
besties thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
because the little besties thing going on. Tiffany really wouldn't, fucking with her like that. It's like, go ahead, like, yeah, get away from me. You're kind of like weird. You're kind of like
hmm
what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like nerdy or whatever like that. I don't know. And but they kind of got along. But if you play it back some years ago, when Tiffany Stratton was with Nia Jax, she did the same thing, played up Nia Jax when she had the money in the bank, and when the right time, she cashed it in though. Which I feel like Tiffany Stratton is probably gonna do the same thing to Chelsea Green though. But yeah, who do you feel like could have that great storyline with her to take her to the next level, to get her in that conversation with all the other women,
well, I would say now, I mean, any of the women on the roster. I mean, now this gives an open opportunity for people to get that chance, get on camera and showcase what they can believe and see if they really can be that main event caliber competitor. I mean, B-Fab, I see her working in Tampa all the time. So, I mean, I would like to see it on TV. I mean, there's some things I think that you could definitely do with her on some things like that. Meechin or whatever they call her. I mean, they she's done great matches with Chelsea in the past, but I think now this is those ones where you can get Chelsea to face, like you said, a Tiffany Stratton, a Charlotte Flair, a Alexa
Yeah,
Bliss. I mean, Nia Jax, Lash Legend,
that's what
Jade
I.
Cargill, all these
Yeah,
different ones, and
I,
now you're going to see her actually winning, not
yeah,
not enhancing them, but she needs to win them. She needs to
exactly.
get those humps over and kind of prove, hey, I do belong. Like in reality, she's the female Sami Zayn in this whole storyline when it comes to when you talk about the tiers of wrestlers. I mean, I think that's actually the best reference for it because she's a great performer. She's great things, but at the same time, was she only there to enhance them? Was she only to
Mm,
make them better? But at the same time, she found a way to take shine to herself, like Sami Zayn did
yeah,
in the Bloodline storyline. So I mean,
yeah,
there's different things you could definitely look at it like that. But I definitely
yeah.
would like to see a Tiffany Stratton. I would definitely love to see Charlotte. Charlotte has changed so much. This is like a whole revamped Charlotte, and I love
Uh,
it.
and I don't want to sidetrack real fast though. Well, before I say what I want to say, wonder if Green will wear the
Protective
protective mask like the Undertaker did, and I think she already did. She did that when she broke her
Yeah,
nose a couple of times though.
when she won the
So
U.S.
was it?
title.
So did she break her nose again?
No, she
Well,
messed her orbital bone.
oh,
That's
so
her
her
eye,
eye.
bro.
So her eye.
That's her
Okay.
eye.
Okay. Yeah. So and she said it in one of the social media videos that she always did something creative when she did get injured. Like when she broke her nose, she wore the mask. So I'm pretty sure she probably do something. Uh,
Yeah,
she
those
yeah
are going to
she's
be careful to play around with. But I
yeah.
think, yeah, she'll definitely have to wear a face
Uh,
mask.
yeah, real fast. I don't want to get too sidetracked and get back onto everything we were saying though. But you mentioned Charlotte though. I think we've been waiting to see a particular match, Charlotte versus Jay Gargill,
Oh,
for
man.
a while now. And man, what was like? I was just scratching my
Mm.
head a little bit. Like man, like she had a fantastic match. Both of those matches were Rhea Ripley. I don't know what it was. Maybe they first time, working together, but it just seemed like it was a little off. And then plus, this was a matchup like when I say she,
It was a
Jade
main
made her
event.
first debut. Everybody wanted to see her, minus the Bianca
Bianca,
Belair.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, everybody wanted to see Charlotte and Jade, but they had it on a SmackDown, which I feel like that was strange and it didn't take place at SummerSlam, which I feel like that could have been like we could have forgot the one. I mean, I love a ladder
I
match.
mean, I'm
But
glad
I'm
we
on
got
Chelsea
that
Green
ladder
winning.
match compared to what
You
we
know,
got that Friday.
yeah, yeah,
I'm sorry.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
I
But
was looking forward to this. I will agree
yeah,
with you on this. But the same thing is, I hate to say this. I think it was just not like I would tell people, man. I'm not going to sit here and be like one of these rough wrestling fans that sit there and go, "Oh, she can't work, whatever." Man, Jade has proven that she belongs in that ring. She has proven that she has gotten better and stuff like that. We've looked at the past matches, like you said, with Rhea Ripley. She stood out when she had these different times. Now, it just wasn't her night, I think, and it pains me when it comes to Charlotte with that match because Charlotte did everything that a pro could do to protect Jade in that match. I honestly, when I looked at one part of it, I thought Jade got knocked out, but at the same time, her wig was falling off or something like that. I remember something with that. But
yeah,
the biggest thing, what I'll say is, you didn't stop. You continued to go. I mean, it is what it is. It's just a rough day at the office, and dust it off and try to get better at it. I mean,
yeah,
it sucked because, like we said, that was like a WrestleMania caliber type build of a match, and it didn't go to that way. So, I mean, just be prepared in the next one. I mean,
yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
and
going
they
to be
really
one of these wrestling fans that's going to sit here and say, "Oh, they can't work, they can't do this." Bro, they're on national TV getting paid millions of dollars doing this
you're
stuff.
right. You,
What's our
you
point of it? And
yeah,
this
you're
is coming
right.
from a guy that's been in there for 10 years. I'm not going to tell someone that they can't work if they're doing something way better than I did.
Yeah. I mean, hey, shit, the matchup, I was excited
I
for
was
it.
hurt.
You
I,
know,
I, I was mad when I saw her drop when she dropped Charlotte on her
yeah,
finish
yeah. And
because
I
I
just
was
left it at
worried that Charlotte got hurt. That's what I was worried about. I was like, oh shit, Charlotte's going to fuck her knee up when she turns or whatever. Luckily, everything was okay. And then when I saw her do the natural selection, it
yeah, and
looked
then
like
yeah,
Jade got knocked out. It looked like Jade got knocked out or something, but I heard it was her hair or whatever. So I mean, they did what they needed to do. Charlotte protected her as much as she could. I mean, it's sad
hmm,
that it happened, but
okay.
it's a rough
Well,
road.
man,
Just got to get better.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was hoping it for it to be at a, real big event, more something like SummerSlam or
That one wouldn't have made
yeah, I mean,
it.
the way it went out and played out, I was just like, yeah, I
Remember,
mean,
I
we
always use this
they,
reference saying I can never tell you Charlotte's ever had a bad match. That one might have cut it. I mean,
yeah.
I hate saying
I mean, it was
Charlotte
a
is one of my favorites, and
it was
as a woman right now. So
exactly. She was. I mean, a cool thing did come out of the match. I mean, we got to see Tatum Paxley make
yeah,
her WWE debut. Also, Alexa Bliss, with
Bliss
the
back.
Bray Wyatt tribute and everything like that, and so I mean, it was some cool stuff about it, but the match itself definitely didn't live up to the hype, especially a really anticipated matchup. I think we all wanted to see though. But let's dial it back. SummerSlam definitely had its ups and its downs though, but
Mhm.
we're gonna talk about some ups as we continue talking, man. This past week it was announced on the Pat McAfee show, man. Brock Lesnar is hanging up the boots, man. It was on for sure that that was his last match at SummerSlam. We seen him at WrestleMania take the boots and the gloves off, leave everything in the ring, but he came back and it was like, oh shit, he's back. And man, we seen the trilogy between Brock and Oba definitely go down, and it was something to see. It was really cool. Brock Lesnar saw a lot in Oba Femi, passing the torch to Oba Femi, man, at the house show Thursday night, man. Oba Femi, man, got the loudest reaction, man. And I was
Oh
just,
yeah, he
man,
went to that
like,
house show. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair facts, man.
Lil
So,
Dre, I think that beats Target any day, bro.
yeah, because he be wanting to go to Target, man, looking for a new action figure. So, man, yeah, I'm trying to go to Target, man. We told him we was going to Target. So, because we was riding around trying to,
He threw a fit when you turned.
the, dri- the driver was actually riding around for a minute trying to find a location. And I ain't been in a little bit, so I'm like, I don't really know. Maybe, go that way. Little man was talking about, mommy, daddy, I thought we was going to Target. Where we at? And he got real quiet. And then, seeing everybody else with their shirts and belt, he was like, hmm,
Put two and two
I think I
together.
figured it out. Yeah, he put two and two together though. But yeah, man, Brock Lesnar passing the torch to Oba Femi, but also retiring, man. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, what you think about that, man? Brock passing the torch to Oba Femi, and man, like he's the only Randy Orton, in that promo on SmackDown.
Uh,
Even I said it, man. He's like the
we're
only
gonna talk about
legend
that
that's
one in a
left.
little bit. We're gonna talk about that one a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, man, he's the only legend
But
left. Brock
with
Lesnar
Oba,
is another one leaving, man.
yeah, I mean, what else is there for Brock to do, bro? Like, for a long time, WWE was blamed that it was bad because of Brock Lesnar. Because Brock Lesnar was unbeatable. If you really talked about a believable character that would whoop anybody's ass in a bar, Brock Lesnar. I mean, how does it convince you and me? We're two Rock fans, right? What happened in 2002 on SummerSlam? Would we have ever thought as kids that Brock Lesnar, this rookie that just beat Jeff Hardy, just won the King of the Ring, is now facing The Rock and is going to beat The Rock.
I mean, he was going to beat Stone Cold if that match
He was
happened.
going to beat Stone Cold. Like they put the rocket ship on Brock, and be honest with you, there was a reason why. He was. There's never going to be another Brock Lesnar.
Okay. What's your
I
favorite
mean,
Brock Lesnar? What's your favorite Brock Lesnar moment then? If not a match, moment.
bro, the very first him and Big Show
Oh,
when
okay. When
they
they broke the
broke the
ring.
ring. Oh my gosh. And I mean, as kids, bro, and you're seeing this ring just collapse. We never seen that before.
Man.
And
Ah,
now I was upset when they redid it again. Everybody's just like, "Oh shit, they gonna
yeah,
break the next
yeah,
one."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I think that was between Big Show and Mark Henry when
yeah,
they did it again, and then of course the Big Show and
well, you could
Braun
tell that
Strowman.
one was coming. But the Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar and Big Show match when they did that suplex, it looked like the referee got thrown around like a ping pong ball.
man. I remember. I remember that because I was sitting on the floor. I was falling asleep too. I was already tired. I was already tired,
Yep,
and I believe that the spot
it
had
wasn't that
already had.
good back then.
I
It
mean,
was
no,
not
no, no. It
good back.
was. I mean, it was. It was just
We
what
didn't
I think
have
I had a.
nobody to really intrigue us. I mean, we gotta be honest. This is when Cena was still very young,
I mean,
wasn't fully progressed. There was only Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar for a good
but
bit.
but to say though, I was just in the fifth
And
grade or
Eddie
12
was
years old.
slightly
So
getting into that main event status.
yeah. I was 12 years old. I had to go to school, to elementary school. So I mean, I had every right at that point to be been tired though. But
It was my
yeah,
birthday.
I
It's two
was.
guys.
I think it was after the spot had happened. My sister was on the phone. She was on the couch behind me, and she had said, "Oh my God." And then I woke up and I was like, "Oh shit! What the world?
The
These
ring just
motherfuckers
blew
broke
up.
the ring, man!" Like, yeah, I remember that. That was so wild. Yeah, but man, my favorite Brock Lesnar moment.
I mean, thinking the
Yikes!
streak. I mean, that's got to be in the category,
Oh,
dude. When he beat him for the streak,
mm,
dude, I was silent. I had a WrestleMania party at my apartment at that time, and I was just like super proud. I was like sitting there like, oh yeah, Brock is about to get tombstone, whatever. But Taker got beat
man,
for the whole hour. It got quiet.
man, what do I don't even know if I really have a favorite one because when Brock came in, he was a heel. And obviously
Mhm.
he beat my guy The Rock. So I was like, oh, F you, Brock.
Oh, I hated. I
And
hated.
then he was beating up
I
the
wasn't
Undertaker
never a
for a
Kurt Angle
while.
fan. I didn't.
Yeah, the Kurt Angle and Brock in
The Kurt
'03.
Angle feuds was good though. When they
Yeah,
were
I was
doing their
just
little push up shit
yeah,
and the eating
WWE got the best
contest.
of Brock going on their YouTube channel, and that matchup was a 1 hour Iron Man match. I was just
Yep.
watching it the other day too. I mean, that feud was amazing though. I can't say I have a favorite one, but one moment I would say that stands out
I'm shocked you ain't
that I
said nothing
think
about
was kind of cool.
Cowboy.
Say it again.
I'm shocked you ain't talking about him flipping the ring in SummerSlam with Roman.
That was a moment. But I really want to say when he came down, because I think around this time I think he turned as a baby face and he was hot.
Mhm.
Where you remember the whole Zach Gowen thing, the Zach
Oh
Gowen, the
jeez.
one-legged guy with Mr.
He
McMahon, and
threw that back and
yeah,
threw the.
and like man, some of the stuff that he was doing with him was just like
I was like,
I
Mama,
couldn't
they
believe
killed
it.
they killed this one leg man.
Yeah, and then when he came back in 2012, that version of Brock I didn't really care for because he was just
It was
basically
unbeatable.
suplex. Yeah, he was unbeatable. He was just suplex,
No,
suplex.
actually, I think when
Yeah, I'm
he
like, forget
went
about it.
after he beat Taker for the streak, and then him and Cena. This is when Super Cena was evolved, and when he took Cena to Suplex City, like 16 of them or whatever, like that.
Yeah, I know what you're
I
talking
was
about.
I was just as silent as I
Yeah,
was
I'm
for the
good.
Undertaker
Yeah,
streak.
he won that title at SummerSlam, and you didn't see him until the Royal Rumble.
You didn't
What
see
was
him
that
until the
like
room.
4 or 5 months?
Yep.
Get out of
Hmm.
here. Nah, yeah, couldn't stand Brock. Orton and Shelton. Shelton. I'm pretty sure you mean Shelton. I believe.
I mean,
Are the
we're
only
talking
ones.
about WWE.
What you mean?
I think he's talking about when we're saying legends. He's saying Shelton. He's still wrestling AEW, but we're talking about like at
Yeah,
WWE.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, Sheldon was doing phenomenal work,
yeah.
man.
The only ones are still wrestling. Well, no. I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying.
If we're just saying
Uh,
that, and then Billy Gunn, we got Edge and Christian, like
no. From that Ohio
oh the
OVW class. You
OVW,
remember those?
yeah, yeah.
You remember those guys who was in it? It was John. It was Shelton. It
Also, it
was
was
Randy
Mark
Orton.
Jindrak, but
It
Mark
was
Jindrak
Mark.
ain't
I think
wrestling.
he was in it too. Batista was definitely in it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Orton and Shelton Benjamin are the only two
I'm sorry.
guys still
If
around, man.
Batista had a longer run, Batista probably could have
Man,
been the
Batista.
Cena. He could have been the Cena. I'm not
He
even
could
kidding,
have.
bro.
He could
That
have though.
song alone, oh
Nah,
my
man. Just
gosh.
imagine if Batista still did it. I feel like he would have definitely passed the torch to Braun Breaker.
Oh,
He would have
easily,
definitely passed the
easily.
torch to Braun Breaker, man. You know what? And while we on the subject, we're gonna keep
Hey,
going
I
on
like
this
that pairing
SummerSlam.
between
Say it
him and
again.
Oba. I like
Oh,
that
look at
pairing
I
between
know.
him and
Look at
Oba.
man. Look, you on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. We're gonna get back to the SummerSlam reviews and everything like that. But yes, man, this past Monday night on Raw, I was like looking for Oba to like say something about like, okay, where am I going next far as
Hmm.
like the World Heavyweight Championship or anything. He didn't say none of that. He didn't say none
No,
of that. He just basically said, I'm the guy now, and I slayed the beast, etc. Brock, go do your thing. Okay. And Obafemi, left the ring, and I was like, okay, who cutting them off? Who cutting them off? And out comes the vision for the tag team match. But this right here got so intense. I said, okay, oh, all right. Like, what are we doing here now? I mean, what are we doing? I want to see these two go at it. I want to see these two go at it. I feel like Braun Breaker is like, yo, man, like you the guy now. I get that, but I came up before you, and it was supposed to be my spot. I get it. Like things happen, and you go on to have a great moment with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam and all that. But this right here, I want to see right here. I
oh,
want to see. And then Braun Breaker, said to Paul Heyman, man, oh, I thought that was your best friend. I was just
yeah,
trying to find
yeah.
out where he at. So,
Braun's
man,
coming out of the shell, man. I think this is that time, and I think, and everybody's like, "Oh, Braun's not happy. Braun's not happy." Braun's slowly getting back. He had to get back from injury. I mean, reality. Look at Finn Balor. Finn Balor never got to get that momentum back after he got injured when he won the Universal title. I think Braun Breaker, he's
but
going to be in the picture
yeah, yeah,
eventually.
I think that unhappiness came.
Rumble, Money in the Bank is coming. Braun
Yeah,
Breaker is going to be that guy.
yeah, yeah. I think some of that unhappiness came from the fact, they, Logan Paul had went down with the
Yep.
injury. They even talked about that in, Unreal. Like literally everybody went from Seth to Braun Breaker to Bronson Reed to Logan Paul.
The sad thing is
It's like,
Bronson Reed was starting to take a lot of shine from everybody.
yeah, like man. And now it's like, I feel like the
Poor Theory.
unhappiness is the fact that he's been stuck in this tag team now because
Yeah.
Logan Paul was the tag team champs with Theory,
Mhm.
and they was just like, okay, Logan Paul is out, so I mean we got Braun Breaker, we could just, he's already been injured, we could kind of like put him in a tag team to get him back to 100%, but you can tell on a lot of interviews that he have done or. He just seemed like, yeah, like what the fuck am I doing? Like what am I doing? Like,
I mean, he's
uh,
in his character. I mean, that's Braun, like just being Braun. I mean,
if he's in the character is basically showing like this is stupid
he's
here.
always
Even
been very
even the
short for
matchup,
words.
even yeah, he have been, but prior to this, you can tell like he was more excited.
Is
When
that
it was
either
when
that
it
or is Triple H sitting here just playing with fans with this? And I think that's something that a lot of people
it,
don't realize when they say, "Hey, the IWC don't matter." They
it
slightly
could,
matter at to an extent, but at the same time,
yeah,
y'all sit
but
here and say y'all can call the work, but at the same time, when the work works you don't want to call it on the bluff because you're like, oh, they're just burying them. They don't want to hear what we're saying or certain things. I think that's what they're playing with that. And I think that's why Triple H talks about, oh, he loves the negativity because he could sit here and just play on the keyboard and it
Nah,
just
some of
make
that,
a
like I'm
connection.
just like I mean, Triple H was never my favorite wrestler because he always was beating up one of my favorite wrestlers,
He made
my
us
favorite
tune in
wrestler.
every week.
But
Tune in
some of that
every
shit Triple
week.
H was saying in that press conference was bullshit. I'm just gonna say that was cap though. But like I was saying, even if he is playing up and everything like that, that's cool. What if that's the case? If that's the case though, you know,
Bro, who was the
what
biggest heel when
happened?
we were
What
kids?
what
Who was the
happened on
biggest heel?
Triple H? Obviously, you know, like
We hated that man.
yeah, but what happened on Monday night on Raw though, when he was supposed to be having a matchup, I believe was with Akira Tozawa. Like
Hmm.
Akira Tozawa, like he didn't take his eyes off the entrance ramp, not one bit. So you got me facing Akira. Really, like
You got
really,
an
I
ant.
needs to
You got
be
an
in
ant.
this. I want to be in this, this main event scene. I ain't supposed to be wrestling Akira Tozawa. Really, really. No offense to Akira Tozawa, no offense to Big Otis, but I needs to be where I need to be. You feel me? Like, and I get it. You know, you gotta
I
work your
think
way
they're
up
gonna
or
let
whatever.
him
But
spit a
I
promo one time, and I think that's what's gonna hold transition
and
cheese out.
and then we already seen a couple of videos searching, online where I believe maybe he was in the dark match either before or after SmackDown. Dapping up. See, he's obviously the heel, but doing it in a secret fashion, like
Hmm.
you know. So he may try to be babyface, man. I don't know, man. But
I
I'm
mean,
feeling
I,
this
I,
interaction between the two.
yeah, definitely. I think the thing that is cool with this is, I mean, and this is the thing that we do need to talk about. Uh, I like what they're doing with Theory. I like what they're doing with Maxine, but at the same time, don't post personal things on social media because it kind of you're telling us that
But
there's not really a thing with that.
yeah, but that's the thing though. They already
Think
done
it this
that
way:
though.
if we
Even
saw that shit was Triple H and Stephanie a
I
long
get
time
it.
ago, would we have
I,
believed what we believed?
yeah, I do. But at the same token, though, that before this was even a thing between Maxine
I
and Austin
Yeah,
Theory. She was on WWE's LFG with her actually guy. So I mean, when that transpired,
well, I mean,
it's
because they're already
it's the
posting
same
that
thing.
they're already
It's the
there, and the
it's
guy even said that he was,
the
dating her. So
the same thing with Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. We know Dirty Dom is a married guy. So it's like, it's just, for TV. Like it's out there now. So like the kayfabe and the curtain is pulled all the way back.
but
Like
that
people
works
look
for
at this
Dirty
and
Dom and them because at the same time, that's a dirty move by Dom. But when
yeah,
we're
but
looking at Maxine and Austin Theory, you're just seeing it as, oh, this is just a girl that Theory's messing with. And then obviously if you are bringing her husband up, yeah, that's a cool way to introduce him. But at the same time, that's all he's going to be labeled as is Maxine's husband getting cheated on or some type of scenario. You need to make it to where it's built up to where it makes a spotlight to that.
I
When
get
you
what you're
look at
saying.
that thing with
I,
Maxine, you already know she's linked with somebody else.
but
When
that's
you
what I'm
look
saying
at
though.
Liv
If
and Dom,
yeah,
Dom is
but
just a sleazy guy. You're just sitting there like,
and the
Dom
only
scored again.
And I think the only thing, and I think that's the only a thing, is because we actually know who her actually man is. Now, if we didn't, it wouldn't be the thing. Just like it will almost be like the Dirty Dominic and Liv Morgan. We don't know Dirty Dominic's actually wife, but we know he's married. But he's actually on screen girlfriend is Liv Morgan. So I mean, like, yeah, I mean, but I want to say the cat is out the bag now, but
In
I
some
definitely
ways.
I definitely get what you're saying. Like I definitely get what you're saying though. Okay, all right, we're gonna jump back into SummerSlam, man. We seen Randy Orton, man. We haven't seen him
Mm,
since SummerSlam. Randy Orton came back,
mm,
RKO out of nowhere, man. To Cody Rhodes, man, to your guy Cody Rhodes, who he
mm.
was taking on CM Punk for the WWE Championship. Not my favorite match of SummerSlam, but it was an
It was a good
okay
match.
match. It was, it was what it was.
It was a
It
wrestling
was cool.
match. I mean, let's be
That
honest. It
that
was a
that
wrestling match.
exactly what it was. It
It was
really
actually one
was.
of the
It,
first
it
legit wrestling matches on SummerSlam Night 1.
yeah,
So
but I kind of thought like, okay, shit, Punk and Cody, okay, bad. But it wasn't. Now I'm not like comparing them, and maybe I am though. But I was like, well, like
it was
Cody
tough to
matches that
put
he even
two
had with
baby
John.
faces in one match. I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
that's
Like
what
the
it
one he
really
did with
was.
John. Like that was off the chain at SummerSlam last year, and I was
Because
like,
you in a way you told that story because you wanted Cena back. And they did it in a very cool way.
yeah,
Punk in
but
this
was it?
in
But
the
the story
essence
between yeah, but the story between Punk and Cody was more so like, man, look at
who's
these
better.
AEW guys who are back here in WWE, and let's see what they can do. Even though they were here before previously, but let's see what they can do
You
now.
know what the
This is their
story was,
first
right?
time.
It's anything you can do, I can do better. That's what the whole storyline with that was. Because look at how it was when they were throwing their blows or whatever. They were sitting there throwing their shots back and forth. Punk's like, "I'm still here." In a way, in my opinion, of that storyline, Punk was the one that was the heel because he did take the scrapes. Like, oh, I just got a call. I'm going to go win a WWE title. Okay, cool. Let me take that. In the same way, of essence, yeah, Cody. Uh, Cody doesn't need the title, but at the same time, Cody builds ratings when he does have the championship. When you look at CM Punk, in my opinion, CM Punk's not a babyface. It's just that's what it was. But I will admit it, Punk has gotten in phenomenal fucking shape. Punk looks younger somehow, not facial wise.
Somehow.
His body, he looks younger. His facial, he looks like he's 55.
Yeah.
But
So
you
where you
could
think this
tell.
is going? Where you think this is going now? Randy Orton is back now,
Oh, I
and
think this was the best way to escape this because I was back and forth. Is Punk going to beat Cody, or is Cody going to beat Punk? And I think if you would have looked at it overall thing, what would have happened after SummerSlam if Randy wasn't getting involved? We know Cody was going to beat Punk. It's just pretty obvious off of that. But at the same time, Randy beating Randy RKO and Cody, I think that did do a whole dilemma because now we just brought back the original Shawn Michaels versus Triple H storyline with these two past for decades. These two can go back and forth on so many different levels. We're at that storyline to where after Triple H chose to go to Raw and then took it with the DX celebration and then just screwed Shawn Michaels after that. I think we're
mm,
getting that bit with it. I know a lot of people have been talking about what Cody's promo was, but Cody, my gosh, bro, the emotion that he looked at and said, "Who kills you?" It strikes you differently. And I will say, like, Randy even took back and he's like, "Oh shit, I
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I mean, I
I
thought it
loved it.
was. I
I
mean,
love the dialogue for between both of them. Arrogant son of a bitch, all that
yeah,
different stuff. That
and
was you
and I
could
think
feel it.
yeah, you can. I think one big thing came from that promo. Really was that. I mean, we
You're
know
the
Cody
last
Rhodes
real
is.
last legend. You're the last legend in
Yeah, that's what
WWE.
I was. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. But I think another thing was that Cody Rhodes. We all have seen Cody Rhodes, especially since he returned to WWE, be this amazing, at times over the top baby face, and it was like, yo, man, like, what would the idea be like, and what would it look like? For a heel Cody Rhodes, and for Cody to get up there and say, "Shit, look at this, man. It's not about the title no more. I don't have to be the good guy in the scenario." And I think, like I said back during WrestleMania, even if Randy Orton was to play the heel, which he was in that case, everybody still cheered him. I think, not even I think we do
Let's
live in
be
a
honest.
society where
Randy has
the
always
heels,
been a heel. He's
yeah,
never
yeah,
really per se been a baby face in his whole stint of highness in wrestling.
yeah, but I think that's really a old term, right? Heel, a baby face. When you classify a heel as a guy who comes out there and get booed, baby faces, they come out there, they get cheered, like, and Randy Orton, every time he comes out, he gets cheered
He's
no
John
matter
Cena now.
what.
He's
Yeah,
John Cena.
in a way, in that way, yeah, he's like that. He's get cheered. I think WWE, if they were smart, just I mean, like the writing is literally on the wall when you got guys coming out there, and you will get a mixed reaction. This and like how you said, it's like John Cena. I feel like Cody Rhodes is like a John Cena in a way where you got the young generation, the young fans out there. They're going wild, and you might got some grown men, that's cheering them. But
Great
then you
story.
got those guys who
I
are
love
there
that.
who's like, you
I
know
love
what?
that. Think of this
Nah,
way.
I don't
Cody
want.
is the Daniel Bryant of when John Cena was trying to pass that torch, but at the same time, Cena was getting booed out of the buildings every single week. But Drew merch. This is the thing that so many people are messing up with when they say this thing about Cody. Who else is carrying that company to do the merch? Who's doing these different things? Like, if
I
you can
mean,
get that person to pass the torch,
I
you
get
can
it that it
get Cody
is.
to go to that level because Cody has to change the whole dilemma if he goes
and
in.
and that's a risk that you have to take. I think this is all about
But you're
taking
losing
risk.
rating, you're losing sales. In essence, just look at it as a business perspective.
But
There's people.
hold on, real fast though. I think it's real hard for me to look at it as a business standpoint, far as that, because I mean, one, I can just say I don't have a degree. I'm not really in the business though. Yeah, I know you know the small things about business and everything, and yeah, I get it.
Cody's a
Merchandise
big
is
thing
a
when it comes to that business now.
yeah, I get it. You go to a show. I mean, the longest line is the merchandise stand. I literally get it. I get it. But I think it's all about taking risk here into improving the product. I think you got guys that are coming up that is going to be, I mean, just amazing. We talking about Braun Breaker. You got Trick Williams. You got Obafemi, who just literally just beat Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam. You got guys that you can actually lean into and really get them over that hump to where Cody Rhodes, because John Cena was that guy for that long because of the Make a Wish, because of so many different factors, and just because it wasn't no other big old baby face than John Cena.
Well,
So if
here's
you
the
turn
question:
your only
what's the
guy,
biggest hesitation why they haven't turned Cody?
well, I don't know. I don't know. I thought you was
You
gonna say
don't?
John because
I
I knew
mean,
Vince didn't
bro,
want to
it's
just do
written
it.
on the wall. What do you mean is the hesitation? The kids. The kids is the main audience
Look
for
here. I don't
baby
look here. You
faces.
you and I are parents, and everybody that's watching, I'm pretty sure you may got kids, you may not, but I know you heard of this term. Fuck them kids.
I
Fuck
guess
them
that's our
kids.
dad rant
That's
for the
look.
week.
Come on, man. Come on. If I'm wrong, say I'm wrong. Everybody in the comments, the live
I
chat, say I'm wrong.
mean, but at the
Say I'm, if
same
I'm wrong, I'm
time,
wrong.
let's look at
But
it
I'm
this
just
way.
saying though, like, come
You
on,
just said
man.
it. The longest line is the merch line. Even when you look at the screen, even if they're supposedly booing Cody, they're wearing Cody's merch. They're wearing something that says American Nightmare. He's the new Roman. He is the new Roman. It was cool to boo Roman. It was cool. Roman never did one bad thing for you to really boo him when it comes to his matches. He was a phenomenal performer in wrestling matches. But when he came to that promo, that was his downfall. And it booed him out of the building. But when you look at Cody's standpoints, Cody's got promos. Cody's got that different mantra. He's got that, hey, I'm going to work better than you attitude and whatever. Like, can you honestly say CM Punk is a bigger babyface than
Oh
Cody?
no. See, I didn't say anything about CM Punk.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
you
People
know.
have sat there and said, oh, Punk can overshadow Cody. No, that is not the case. Like, in reality, Punk is just asking to come back.
Yeah,
Like,
like see fluid. Like I mean, come on. I mean, like I just seen the video earlier. Little baby up there. I think his sister or whatever was at work, and the little baby wanted to hold Femi on the TV screen. Just to like it's just stuff like that. Like I don't think you could just you like. I mean, I don't think Cody. I mean, maybe not, but I don't think he have to be that guy. Like I mean, we could switch it up. We could just roll the dice. Roll the dice, see what we
what
get. If
what
not,
happens if it don't go the way y'all want? And in
well,
reality,
I mean, just like
but
John
here's the
Cena,
thing.
just like
If
John
Cody
Cena, right?
turns heel, he's
When
going to be the biggest baby face again.
But I think right
You're going
now,
to cheer him more than you're going to boo him if he's a heel. So what's
but
the
look,
point?
I think that's the same ideal, right? That they
You're
had
basically going
with
to
John
turn
Cena.
Cody to please adults. How many kids
I
are going
don't.
to cheer Cody as a freaking heel?
Yeah, but it's not the point of getting them to cheer Cody no more. If he's a heel, we're not trying to get them to cheer Cody. We
But if
got
you're
guys like
cheering
we
him,
got
what's the point of turning him?
what you mean? What's the point of turning him?
Right.
Because the
That's like saying,
story,
hey,
because
I'm
the
going
story.
to turn my shirt
Hey,
from red to a lighter red. But in reality, it's still red.
yo, I get what you're saying though. No, hear me out. I get what you're saying. And that was one thing with the whole John Cena thing, right? If they turn him heel,
Would we
everybody
have said
wants them to
John
turn
Cena was
heel.
super longevity if he didn't turn babyface as long as he did?
Say that again.
Would we have sat there and said how good John Cena is now? Would we have still said that if he did turn heel?
I think we would have.
And do
I
you
think
think they would have kept him heel longer?
I don't
Because
know.
look at the guys that they
I
had
don't.
back then. That's what I'm about to say. Look at the guys they had back then. Could they have had a very long stint of John Cena being a heel?
I
Other
don't
than the
know. I mean,
other than
I,
the Rock, was there anybody else that you could have
okay.
seen
All
that
right.
way?
Let's say if they would have turned them heel in 2013 at
Remember
WrestleMania.
when they turned him heel after he lost to the Rock?
Oh,
That could have
after he
worked out
lost
for
to The
that.
Rock, shit, it would have been better if he turned heel after he beat The Rock. After he
I
beat The
think
Rock.
no, I'm talking about the first one
Oh, the
because
first one.
in reality he was supposed to turn after WrestleMania 28
I thought it
because
was
of him. Because
29.
remember he sat there and said, "I'm not losing. I'm going to beat your ass," and left and right, and
Okay.
then The Rock won. So
Yeah.
that could have been a cool way to turn Cena, but at the same time, how could you have kept that longevity of him being a heel with the people that were there at that time? It wouldn't. I don't see it happen a very long stint because it was hard
Uh.
to watch wrestling at that time. Remember, unless you were going to sit there and say CM Punk, Daniel
Yeah.
Bryan,
See, that's
and
another.
a few little people.
What's going on? And that is
What's up,
that is another
Cecily?
thing though. But what's funny is also ironic. Cody is also sponsored by whiskey, vodka, you know. But I mean, like
Rock ass Terra
it's
Home.
it's like I said, man, fuck them kids, man. We could turn the guy
Stone
heel.
Cold has
It's
his
probably
own
going
beer.
it's probably gonna be amazing or whatever. Like, yeah, but Stone Cold had his own beer, but Stone Cold, wasn't.
It was
It wouldn't have worked. Like, let's say Stone Cold, it was PG era. Like, it wouldn't have worked. Stone Cold wouldn't have been out there drinking beers while it's a bunch of kids, all around the ring.
Here's the
It was
question.
it was
Here's the
grown
question. Other
adults,
than
college.
Oba, outside of Oba, Oba's still very new. So we
Hmm.
can't sit here and say Oba is the face of wrestling right now.
Nah, I
Who
wouldn't
are
say
the
he's the
two
face.
main draws in WWE right now?
The
Very
two
long
main
stint
draws
wise. Yes, the two main
besides
draws.
Cody.
I mean,
I
you're
mean, it's
right. It's all
Roman. I
wrong.
would say it's
Besides
Roman and
Cody, it's
Cody.
Roman and Cody. There you go. But when you look at Roman is technically the Stone Cold because he's not babyface, he's not heel, he's just Roman. When you look at Cody, Cody is doing everything the right way. In that essence, that's what The Rock did at that time. So when you look at that different mantra, when you go to turn The Rock heel, you gotta find somebody that can sit there and take that baton to go that way. Yes, it could work for Randy, but in essence, what else after that?
I mean, look at it. They say closed mouths don't get fed, right? So I mean, you won't know if you don't try, right? You
I
won't know
get
what would the
that.
outcome
What I'm
be.
saying is,
You know,
do you really want to take that chance?
I say so. I say so. I look at. I
That's
say so. They took a chance on Roman with the whole tribal chief. It worked out. They take. That's the
that's
only thing
because
you
Roman
have to.
was
You
boring as shit back then.
okay? Well, you have to take chances. If you just stick with just works, then you
It
you
was
have to take chances,
intriguing
though.
because in a way, this the storyline was to do.
Mm,
And Nigel, you said it best. It will be hard to replace Cody.
mm. Hey, look at. Hey, yeah, it would. But
Who else?
let's
All
move
right,
on.
out of everybody on the roster right now, who could replace Cody right now? Go. And don't dare say Randy. Randy's
I
old.
wouldn't
He's in that same essence. But
replace Cody. Replace Cody. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't. I wouldn't really say someone could replace him but is it other guys that we could build up?
There you go. That's why you're not gonna turn them. You can't say one right
Yeah,
off
but I
the
mean,
rip.
it don't. You don't have to have a guy that could
Yes, you
necessarily
do.
replace him at the moment. Because I feel like you got guys like
Think of it like a baseball team or something like that.
I get
You
what.
just
Okay,
get your relief pitcher hurt. He can't play no more. You got to have somebody that plays just as damn good as that person
yeah,
to
but
keep him playing.
hear me out though. I get what you say. I like that theory though, but that's also like the theory, like for example, like what the hell is his name? Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady, he got his shot off of someone getting injured, right? He was the backup guy. Like, it's you feel me? Like, he wasn't like the quarterback. Let's replace this guy. Like,
There you go. The quarterback.
it was
There you go.
it was somebody like that. Like, or even
2v1.
if it's just a random person on the football team, a guy gets injured, he's the tight end or whatever. Oh, we got to replace him though, but we got to replace him with someone else who may not be as good as him, but we won't know unless you give him the
Okay,
shot to
all
prove
right, I'm gonna name a
himself.
few. I'm gonna name a few, and you tell me yes or no. Sami Zayn.
To replace Cody,
Yeah, Sami Zayn.
I
The
wouldn't
fact
say
that you're hesitating.
no because you're not
That's the,
understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm
no, I'm
saying though.
naming a few. You
No,
say
no,
yes
no,
or
no.
no.
But okay, all
Kevin
right, I go.
Owens.
Yes,
You think Kevin Owens can replace Cody?
yes.
Do you
Hmm.
think Kevin Owens is technically a babyface, or is it just based off of emotion that he's back now? Is he really a
Uh,
babyface or is he a heel? Kevin is just Kevin.
Kevin is just Kevin. I mean, but he can. I mean, he's just Kevin. I mean, but
So you could see
at
him
this point, I
replacing
would.
Cody at a very high level right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, right? You have to build. Yeah. Now, at this point, yes, no. But I feel like you have to build these guys
You
up.
said yes, no, like it's,
You have to build these guys up, man. For real, you have to build these guys up.
they've
You
been
know,
doing that. That's the
have
thing.
they?
Like when we sit there talking about, oh, they got to build these guys. They got to build these guys.
No, they not
They've
not all
tried.
of them. Nah,
All right, tell
no,
me this. Damian Priest. He sits there and says, hey, I'm
no.
tired of these top guys getting all the spots. Damian Priest is not a top guy to me. I'm sorry. His character don't work. The in-ring ability, it's just the big man. I mean, that's what he is. In reality, he's the new
I,
test. I don't see him anything off of that. Now, I mean, reality. So when you look at different things like that, I mean, these new guys, which one do you think could stand out and take their spot? Roman
Trick
Reigns,
Williams.
Trick Williams could possibly, but he still needs a little bit more shining up before he can get that credibility to be in that main event stardom yet.
That's what I'm,
I think
that's what I'm
his
saying.
momentum started up at the Rumble.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like
I see maybe
once
2 years for Trick.
2 years, I don't think it'll be
Yes,
that
you
long.
gotta get that. You gotta get that
I
shine, bro.
I mean, he's already shining. I say give it about a good year. I say give it about a good year. Oh, trust and believe me. Nah,
Okay,
like, but
we'll
and then
come
another thing, like
to
that's
that
what I'm
one.
saying
See
though.
how that
We
goes.
gotta build these guys up to it though, and that's all you gotta do. And you could easily just be like, okay, yeah, it's
Okay,
not
so
that easy,
what
but
is the
that's
terminology of building guys up? When we had Cody wrestle all these different people, and the fact that fans were sitting there going, "Oh, he buried him." How did he bury him? He gave him a showcasing moment, got them on TV. Look what he did with AJ Styles. Gave
yeah,
AJ a hell of a run as a heel, just from that
yeah, I'm
one whole essence. Kevin Owens, that shit with him and Kevin Owens was phenomenal work. Um, Sami Zayn, if you do it right with Sammy can get something, he's that underdog of believability. But there was nothing else that you really could have got out of it because Cody was labeled as the good guy. Yes, I
now I
agree. If he's a bad guy, he can work anybody, he can get that shine. But at the same time, Cody's going to take the damn hot spotlight from everybody when he goes to a heel.
I get
Let's
that.
just be honest.
I totally no. You know what? I totally understand what you're saying. I really do.
Cody
Like
is the
it's not
Triple H
no.
of this era, in my opinion.
Cody is the Triple H.
Yes. When you give
Damn.
him that heel run, nobody's even going to come close to touching him.
I mean, we got to see though. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot
But
to
you
live
got to
up to
have
though.
somebody to replace him. And
But
you've
but I'm
sat here and stuttered on five
but I'm like I
people.
said, I give you the credit right now. Yeah, you ain't going to replace the guy, or probably it's going to be hard to replace him. But what I'm saying is that you know, wrestling fans, or I'm just going to say myself, for example, though, you know. Yeah, we know Cody is the guy. He's the guy. He's WWE's
Everybody
guy.
knows
You
he's
know,
not been a
he's
Cody guy. He
no,
hasn't
that's
been
wrong.
one.
That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong, y'all.
Oh,
So don't
I
know.
did give you
But
props on your little post. You
but yeah,
acknowledged Cody
but yeah,
promo. I was like,
but
hell froze
what I was
over.
what I was saying was that if if you like Cody Rhodes is the guy, he's WWE's guy. Boom. He's WWE's guy. But as a wrestling fan, my guy could be Trick Williams. My guy could be Roman Reigns. I don't want to use Roman because he's like so over, but my guy is like a Trick Williams, let's say a Braun Breaker or Oba Femi. That's my guy. I want to, he's new. I want to see. I seen what Roman could do. Yeah, that's still my guy, but my new guy where I want to be the guy, Oba Femi or a Braun Breaker or whatever like that. And in terms of essence of just watching the product, I might come to a point where I don't like Cody Rhodes as a fan, of watching the show. So then I boo him. So
Oh, we know.
and
You've been booing.
in essence, I boo him. So that means and it's not just me. And I mean, it's not just me. It's a lot of fans, but
Sports
it's
Center saying it. Everyone's saying
Sports
it.
Center saying it, Netflix saying it, everybody's saying it. But what I'm
Pro
saying is
wrestling
that
saying it.
all of them, pro wrestlers saying it. But what I'm saying is that if you give these guys the opportunity that the fans really like a Trick Williams, like a Oba, a Chad Gable, if you give these guys the opportunity, they could really go out there and fucking shine and steal the moment to where, when that time presents itself, where Cody Rhodes is standing next to them or across the ring from them, they are ready, to maybe not replace him, but damn near come close to. You feel me? And I think at that point to where it's like, man, this guy like a Oba Femi or a Braun Breaker, man, what in the world? I'm fucking digging them. They came this close to being Cody Rhodes, or they did be Cody Rhodes. Like, that's my guy. Like, and you can easily have Cody Rhodes to be a bad guy because now you got guys who like a Breaker, a Oba, a such. You done got them in the ring and with Cody, with Roman, with whoever, or they were in intriguing storylines to where that point came. Now it's like where that point come to it's like, okay, then I think it's
I'm gonna give you a
I
name.
can say it again.
I'm gonna give you one name, and I know you've been praising him forever.
I
Do
know
you
what you're
think?
talking about.
Do you think Mister Yeah could replace Cody?
See, what's throwing me off is the word replace. That's what's throwing me off. You saying replace though.
I love when you
We
start
ain't
the
really
part. You go
trying to
see.
replace him though. We ain't trying to replace him. He's
You
gonna be
need to.
there.
If you gonna
He's
get him, if you gotta turn him, you gotta find a replacement. Now,
that's what I'm
I will
saying.
say this: L.A. Knight and Roman
What about
Reigns would be
Oba
good.
Femi? I mean Oba Femi. I mean, what about Oba Femi?
All right, here's what I'm thinking. If you look at it in a way, Cody made Oba in that damn John Cena last match thing. That match that he did with Oba, phenomenal shit. It got the national audience to look at it going, oh, I like this guy. I want to know more of Oba. Guess what? They tuned into NXT because they sat there and watched him on Peacock or whatever way they watched that John Cena match. Because in reality, non-wrestling fans watched that John Cena last match.
Man, like I said, you give these guys opportunity, they can come out there. They necessarily won't just replace him, Cody Rhodes will still be on the team. He'll still be on the team,
He's just not gonna be
but
the one.
he just won't be the one. He'll be the 2 or the 3. And it's, like, if you play it, like, come on, man. I mean, look, we're gonna get back to schedule, but hey, I think that'll be a fucking
I just
fantastic
love when I
idea.
said name. You go see.
No,
Don't give me a yes
because the
or
word
no.
replace it was throwing me. I'm like, we're not trying to replace him, but I think we
No,
got other
I'm
guys
talking
who could be
like
in that. No,
I'm
I'm not. No,
talking
I
like
totally understand what
if
you're
a
saying.
video
We,
game, if you sit there and got somebody you don't want to start, you want to find that replacement. Could that replacement be such and such or that different person or it didn't that elevation? Because reality, like I just said, LA Knight ain't got much longer. LA Knight is like in his 40s right now.
mm,
Cody Rhodes,
nah, like,
he's not got that much longer as well.
you're
So, like,
right.
when you look at these passing the torch standpoint, look at Roman Reigns. We have
I,
sat there and both said this. Roman is probably on his last 2 runs at the minimum left. I
mm,
mean, I'm shocked he's had this title as long as he's had it because I
yeah.
sat there and said he was not going to
We,
have this that long. There's
okay.
no way in hell
Yeah.
they're going to make that for 1,000 days again. I hope and pray.
Nah. Oh, we gonna touch back onto the Roman Reigns just a bit before we gonna try to speed it up a little bit. We was on Cody Rhodes for like 25 minutes. But
I was joking.
um at SummerSlam as well, man, we of course Gunther and Nick Aldridge, I think that was fantastic. And
There's
then
one.
fast forward to the next night, how Gunther basically bitched Nick Aldridge to put him in the fatal 4-way, which I thought it was fantastic. Surprise. And then also we seen the return of the one and only Kevin Owens, though. Man, you know what? I don't even know why I ain't got the graphic up here because the
Fight.
best part
Fight.
of
Fight Owens fight. Beat
yeah,
the
I mean
shit
that
out of
was
CM Punk, please.
that yeah, that's gonna be great. But man, the visual of Sami Zayn's face when Kevin Owens' music hit was priceless.
No,
It,
I
it,
love
it was
Gunther's face.
priceless.
I love Gunther's
Gunther,
reaction.
I,
His
I thought
reaction
Sammy.
was like, "You gotta be shitting me."
I mean, that was really most likely that was
So
almost
bad
like
for
Sami
Finn.
Zayn's in a way because Sami Zayn, his face wasn't more so like, man, are you? It wasn't because they try to play it like, okay, Sami Zayn's face. Oh my God, he's surprised that his best friend is wrestling, which we know that he's wrestle again. No, his face, which it told me was you like how you just said, you got to be shitting me, really. This is supposed to be a one-on-one match, which
You
they
put
had a
Gunther
fatal
in there.
four-way. Finn Balor won that. He's gonna take on Sammy at SummerSlam, but we had Gunner in it, which Gunther was one of the guys who was in the triple threat when Sami Zayn won the title, and then you add my best friend in it. Yeah, y'all shitting me. Y'all shitting me to the bricks, man. I tell you. But you got KO back. Kevin Owens. Excited to see Kevin Owens back. I'm still excited to see this Sami Zayn. See, that's the thing though. I feel like when we attach these superstars to these, I feel like
Bro,
amazing stories in which Sami Zayn, I feel like, has literally created a story surrounding
he's
himself.
back to that
Just
controversy
yeah,
Sammy
yeah,
type
in a way,
scenario again.
yeah, in a way. But I feel like he created that situation where it was like every single week he was in Cody Rhodes' face, like, "Oh yeah, you the golden boy. Of course you're in the main event. Of course you're going to get a title shot. All that other stuff." And then he was a special guest referee. He screwed Gunther. Now he's in the title match. Oh my God, he wins the championship. He only held it for 9 days until I couldn't stand CM Punk that night. I'm like, yo, you gonna come back and you gonna win the title
Bro, I
from
was
Sami
mad.
Zayn?
I already knew it was coming. I already
Uh,
knew it was coming. I was
and
mad.
you know,
And it's in
another thing.
Chicago out of all places, like
Yeah, but
right
everybody,
in
I
the
think
heat.
another thing, everybody started, everybody was down in Sami Zayn's championship run when he first won it. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, he's losing the title to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is going to have the title, so Obafemi could beat him, Brock Lesnar, for the title at SummerSlam, which that didn't happen. But,
I
everybody was
feel like
shitting
they
on
would
him.
have booed Oba if he did beat Sammy.
No, 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 no.
No,
Brock.
no, no. But what I'm saying is, if they would have had Sammy versus Oba, and Oba beat Sammy, I think that would have been a negative effect
Uh,
for
yeah, it
Oba.
probably it probably would. More than likely, it really would. But uh Kevin Owens is back. He's going to be taking on
I'm
CM
hoping.
Punk.
I would love to see Kevin get
Ooh,
that title back, especially beating Punk. Man, I gotta be honest. I can't just be a CM Punk hater because I will say his run that he has been doing is phenomenal work. Like, let's be honest, his promo work has never been bad, and his in ring ability has been impressive. I mean, I wish Punk would have took this focus when he was first in wrestling and focused on his body more and stuff like that, and he could have been, keeped up with a lot more different guys. But you could tell Punk is dialed in on what he's doing, and in a way, he is building credibility to the next person that he's facing every single time without hurting his character in ways. So this one's going to be exciting because in reality, this is AEW versus WWE because Kevin
Mm-hmm.
Owens is the indie guy. And I think that's what the story is going to be is Kevin Owens is more than WWE. And that promo might be an interesting one because I'm not a Young Bucks fan. I'm never gonna be, but that is Kevin's friends. And it can be an interesting it overall what can happen between Kevin Owens and CM Punk.
Hey, look here. I mean, from the promo that they had on Friday Night SmackDown, I felt like it was interesting just off of that right there. Just based off the interaction they had before they even said anything on the mic. I was
Mhm.
just like, yeah, this is getting intense. And I feel like, when Sami Zayn had his, back and forth a little bit with Punk, if Sammy felt that way, I assume Kevin Owens felt the same way too, and you can tell Seth Rollins wasn't the only one, Drew McIntyre wasn't the only one,
Mhm.
and it was a couple of people, and that's and I think those stories right there, I feel like they work the best. They are the most realest stories in a way. These guys did not like CM Punk after CM Punk left and went. Home and took his ball and went home. And the fans still chanted his name and how he, everything about it. So I really want to see Kevin Owens win it. Kevin Owens won the Universal Championship, I believe, 10 years ago. Monday Night Raw.
Triple H
Triple H
screwed
helped him.
Finn
Yes,
Balor. Oh, screwed
fantastic.
Seth Rollins.
Yes. Leading into the whole Seth and Triple H story, but Kevin Owens eventually losing the title to Goldberg, but which was some bullshit. But man, like I really
That
want to see
storyline
Kevin
with him and
Owens.
Jericho.
Yeah, I mean that would have been beautiful. Like really for the Universal Championship, the whole friendship of yeah. But yeah, man, like I really want to see Kevin Owens win the big one, man. I think it would be nice. I don't think CM Punk got to be champion forever, or whatever like that. But yeah, man. I mean,
I mean,
I'm going
overall,
with
what did you think of SummerSlam night one and two? Did you feel like it was rushed? Did you feel like the matches were
night one.
what it
Okay,
was?
I think this is a great part of the show. Before we talk about some other couple of things
Hmm.
real fast. Night one, Liv versus EO, phenomenal match. Phenomenal. I
I was
thought
shocked
EO
at
was
the
going
ending.
to. I
The
thought.
ending shocked me.
Oh, the ending.
Yeah,
Remind me
I
of the
thought
ending.
Stephanie Vacure was gonna pop in at the end and probably
Yeah,
cause Liv to lose.
she, yeah, she came back on Monday Night Raw this past Monday though. But yeah, I mean, I thought EO was going to win because it just feels like that Queen of the Ring tournament at this point was really pointless because you put the women's champion in it. The women's champion goes all the way, which the purpose of the tournament is whoever wins fights the women's champion at SummerSlam. But the women's champion goes all the way. EO goes all the way. EO beats the champion. Queen of the Ring becomes Queen of the Ring, goes on
And
the
then
SummerSlam.
loses at
She didn't
SummerSlam.
win it. So that was a little confusing. I thought Naomi was going to come back at the end of the match. I thought that
Hmm.
would have been kind of cool, but that didn't happen. Uh
We talked about that one. Yeah.
what else happened on night one? Um Shit, I can't even remember everything that happened on night one. Gunther winning against Nick Aldis. I, I,
Dude,
I mean, that
Nick
was cool.
Aldis, bro, is that guy.
Yeah, it was. But tell me, what was it about Nick Aldis though? What was it about? No, excuse me. What was it
I like
about Gunther?
Magnus.
No. What was it about Gunther that made Nick Aldis come out? Because Drew McIntyre got in his face, and I would love to send that. Who else? Randy Orton RK'd on him twice. Paid $100,000 fine before he RK'd him the second time. Because Nick Aldis said, Randy Orton said, here's $100,000. Nick Aldis
Hmm.
was like, Well, it was only
What's the other check
50,000.
for? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, yeah, because another one is definitely coming. And I was like, okay, but hey, we went in it with Gunther. Total good match. That was a cool match. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, that was cool. That was cool. Oba, Brock, that was fine. I think I'm missing another matchup though, but hey, that was everything else was cool. Night one, night two, I thought it was fantastic. It was the surprise opening, the surprise with KO and Gunther getting added to the match, and Chelsea Green winning the women's champion, which they need to make her the permanent women's champion because they didn't do anybody else like that when Stephanie got injured.
Well, you got to think they're
Punk,
working with ESPN and stuff now. They kind of use those sports terms now. So, I mean, in reality, well, let's be honest.
I get that though. I that's cool. But come on though.
That's like when they use
that
those intern general manager shit. So it's like,
man, come on. But yeah, I see. No,
if
that's some
Chelsea's
bullshit.
healthy,
Yeah,
have her
if she's
face Rhea
healthy.
Ripley, and she can win.
I got a strong feeling what they're gonna do is
I
Chelsea gonna
thought
have
what
the
they were going
interim
to do
women's
is
champion.
Chelsea grabs the title, and then Rhea comes back and takes the title back, like they did with
No,
Punk.
Rhea's gonna probably gonna come back with her title. Chelsea got her
That's
title, and
that's what
then
I'm
they're gonna
saying.
be
Remember
fight.
when Punk
Yeah, no,
left?
don't do that. So
No,
then
no,
we're going.
no. That's what
So
I'm saying. They're looking at it like that, and I hope it's not that way. But
yeah.
I mean, in a way, you can make Rhea a hell of a heel out of that. But at the same time, I don't know what they're going to do with that.
See, and I think that's okay. I asked the question that you asked me. If you do turn Rhea, because I thought about this too. If you do turn Rhea heel, who would you gonna replace her with? Because Rhea is a over the top baby face.
Rhea's over top, but Chelsea Green,
Yeah, but Chelsea Green don't get that
Charlotte,
reaction.
babyface Charlotte right now.
Yeah, but I think, yeah,
But in my opinion,
Babyface
Charlotte's
Charlotte would
going to
be
be
cool.
facing Alexa Bliss right down the road. We already know that's coming. That
Mm,
so you already got a storyline between Charlotte and Alexa. That's going to be a thing. Now, Paige can do it, but you got to get Paige steered into that different path. In my opinion, you might agree to this because you told me countless times that she was ready. Lash Legend could be a hell of a baby face if they really did something with her because you do one little thing with Naya because Naya never gets along with anyone that she's tagged with in the past. So like there's different ones. When you come to the women's perspective, like yes, Rhea is going to get a reaction. Rhea is not going to be a heel or a face regardless. Rhea is going to get a reaction. But you can't tell me Io Sky is going to replace her. You can't tell me I mean, you could do something with Liv, but Liv is one of the hot heels right now. There's no way you're going to transition that. Now, Raquel has a momentum into that, but how you going to get it
Roxanne.
that way? Roxanne needs more with the Judgment Day more than
I
anybody
feel
right
like it's coming. I feel like I think C Flu, we was having that conversation too. Potential superstars that win money in the bank. You got Liv Morgan, who's the champion, and they already creating fiction between, Roxanne and Liv Morgan. I can definitely see Roxanne winning the money in the bank and playing up to you got Roxanne, Raquel, who's the Intercontinental Champion. Liv is the Women's Champion, and then you put the money in the bank on
now. Good team
Roxanne.
right now? Fatal Attraction.
Fatal
Great shit right
Attraction,
now.
cool too. I like them.
Fallon Henley is Trish.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
even fight
I
me
get
on
what you're
this,
saying.
bro.
I get
That
what you're
hat
saying.
and everything, she
I
is
get what you're
me
saying.
to the T.
I get what you're saying. Okay,
Push
okay.
Fallon, please.
Quick question, man. It's really no biggie or whatever like that, but it's definitely a conversation that was talked about though. Why do you feel like WWE, you know, didn't announce their attendance for SummerSlam? And the fact that it's a 2 night, in Minnesota where the Vikings play at, and
First of
when
all,
I heard when
you're
I
in an
heard
area where the Vikings play.
say that again.
I said you're in Minnesota where the Vikings play. When have they been good?
Okay, you got one. I said that too. I think SummerSlam. I think Minnesota was the worst. I mean, of course, Brock Lesnar. I'm pretty sure he
Other than
pitched for
Brock,
it to be
like
there.
and
That
Gable,
was just for and Gable, but SummerSlam and Minnesota that don't go well. That don't match well, and I think that was one of the biggest reasons why the ticket sales were minus 40,000. For both nights. And the fact that they of course had to do a you know limited time offer for $25. So I mean, like
I think they're gonna do that for every one of them now, which I'm okay with. But in a way, now you're gonna make people wait till the very end to pay that
I don't think
$25.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think that was only because they didn't reach a certain amount of number that they wanted it
They
to.
do that for
You
every
know,
show, in my
no,
opinion. I think they've
no,
done
no. They
Dre.
only did that. They only did that for
Do they do
SummerSlam
that
and
for every
WrestleMania.
show in Orlando, Tampa, all that? They want
Locally,
to fill it
locally
at the
when
very end
that may.
every single time.
Now I'm talking about the big shows. I'm talking about the big
Now, like
shows though.
Minnesota, stuff like that. I
Nah,
mean,
they
crowd
it was it
wise,
was
is it
it
always
was
packed in
never.
Minnesota?
No. I do get what you're saying. Because the Fairfax one as a house show, it was buy two tickets for the price of one. Yeah, I get what you're saying. They do stuff like that. But this is a big show, and this was the first year they did it for WrestleMania and SummerSlam because the tickets were behind. It was minus than what they were previously, though. And another thing I think is it too because which talks about it that they're making Royal Rumble a 2 night thing. Are you feeling the 2 night thing to be like beyond WrestleMania, or it should just be WrestleMania, or it should just go back to a 1 night ordeal?
Well, I mean, reality, the longest pay per view in wrestling in WWE itself was WrestleMania. It's always been. Now, like I said, but in the past, me being at WrestleMania 33, I was in line by 1 o'clock p.m. We didn't leave the venue. And this is when Undertaker retired and the fake retirement and all that. We didn't leave until 2:30 in the morning from WrestleMania. I
Yeah,
am
but
okay
you
with 2 nights when it comes to that essence. Now,
yeah, but you do got to put in a factor into it though.
and
That
it
was
was
on the East
raining
Coast. That was on the East Coast. So WrestleMania started at 7, and you said you were in line at 1. Of
one
course, people were
o'clock,
being in line. The lines are going to
pre-show,
be long as hell for WrestleMania than they are
2:05,
for a regular
all that
show.
shit. No, it was
But
on TV, the whole
no,
thing.
no, no. I'm saying the WrestleMania lines are
Yeah.
longer
Oh,
than an
dude.
actual regular show, a house show, and stuff like that. And then it's the biggest show. You want to get great seats. You want to get in there. You want to go to the merch. You want to get your food. Of course, you're gonna be in there at 1. Doors didn't open until probably like what 5 or whatever. So I
No,
mean,
doors opened at 1, Trey.
oh well, that's hey maybe, but
When it's
I didn't.
WrestleMania, bro, they open early.
Okay, do you feel like that was a thing that hurt it this year's SummerSlam? Would have it been 2 nights? How you feel about the Royal Rumble going to 2 nights? And do you feel like it should
If
be
they do
a
it
two
right,
night thing, or they should just go back to a 1 night?
if they do it right, like if they're gonna
If
do
they do it
night
right.
one, night one, do the men's or women's. Night two, it's got to be the other gender. Like if you're doing it that way, you're showing showcase to the main event talent of the women and of the men. Now, there's big rosters. I mean, if you really want to be honest, with you having 2 nights, you're going to have more talent getting opportunity to wrestle at night one Royal Rumble, night two Royal Rumble. Other than, oh,
But
you just got one Royal
no,
Rumble, like
I, I
six
now I don't want.
matches.
I don't want to cut you off. Like and I totally get that from that point of standpoint. And that was the thing that was the reason. How it came about. Obviously it was COVID, but it was like, yo, we got these talents. We want to split them up and give them more
I
opportunity
mean,
on
I had to work
WrestleMania.
night one of
And
SummerSlam, so I had to rewatch everything after I got home,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then I got to watch night two. So that was my
but
first experience of SummerSlam.
and then you talk about business as like from a fan standpoint too, like 2 nights.
It
I
does
mean,
hurt
you're
tickets though.
you're you're really I can't even think of the word. But I
Here's a
can't.
great
Like I'm
example.
trying to. You're
If
hold
we
on, hold on,
watched the Super Bowl, could you watch night one Super Bowl and then a night two Super Bowl?
no,
Like it would not be the same nostalgia.
Yes, but
at
that's what
all.
I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. The Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, like I
Think
think
only
they
WrestleMania
hear
should
me.
be night 1 and 2.
Okay, hear me out. I feel like they knocked it out of the park the first time.
Oh
Back
yeah,
in what was it,
oh yeah.
2020 when no 2020 when WrestleMania and the pandemic. It was the first time. It
We
was
weren't
cool.
there.
It was different. Everybody was at home. It was like, okay, 2 nights. I okay, all right, maybe we can do that. Then the couple of years after that, oh, okay, maybe we could do this. But then it got to a point where it was like, okay, TKO took over. Then it's like ticket prices skyrocket. So now, not only from a fan's perspective, I now have to choose what night do I go to. Not
Hmm.
only that, I gotta choose what night do I go to. I got a hotel, food. I got to think about all of this, ticket prices.
It's
Hell,
vacation.
then
It's a vacation.
it's a mini. Yeah, it's a vacation though. But in the past though, it was something that wrestling fans could gather one time throughout the year and enjoy themselves and be like, "Yo, I went to WrestleMania." Now you don't have that. I feel like even with WrestleMania just being a 2 night thing, I feel like that mystique now with it just being 2 nights is is lost a little bit because now you're talking about you're gonna do it for the Rumble and then you're gonna do it for SummerSlam in a way. Yes, I do get it. You do give people more time, but I mean, like, damn it, the Royal Rumble worked out pretty fine. Where we saw both winners of the Rumble, we saw some championship matches, and we were good. We didn't have to wait the next night
Yeah,
to
but
figure
there
out
was a
who's gonna
lot of
win the
people in
next Rumble.
catering because of that.
Say it again.
There was a lot of people in catering because of that.
Look here, look here, look here. I mean,
you,
shit. Look
you a
here.
heel
I
today.
don't think that's none of the fans' fault just because there's a lot of people in catering.
That was a good shit.
Like, look here. Just like Triple H said, work your ass a little bit harder. I mean, maybe you won't be in catering or something. I don't think the fans had that. We don't have that responsibility
I
of those
mean, look at
guys
it
being in
like Saudi
catering.
Arabia. Look at it like that one. Could you only see one night of? I mean, reality. We're about to get a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia.
I still don't think they're gonna do it like that because that's WrestleMania on the East
I
Coast.
think they're going to do it
Fuck
like how
it,
they
the
did
West
AAA.
Coast.
I think they're going to do one in the U.S. and the night two in Saudi.
Hmm. We'll see. But I look at it like, man,
I agree with you on this. Like, yeah, those ticket
even
prices really have hurt the events.
like, and maybe if the ticket prices wasn't so high, people would still be able to
For
come
example,
and
bro,
bring
if you
their
look at a
family.
UFC big fight, a big fight for UFC happens once or twice a year. So when you're looking at those ticket sales, what was the greatest purpose about pro wrestling? It was manageable for family oriented events. Now we're treating it as like when kids go to summer, what's the most common thing that you're going to do that summer? You're going to take them to Disney or something like that. That is the most common thing because it's vacation. You build up
Mm.
for it. You want to take them out for that vacation. That's what wrestling is now, and I think if it's done right, you can continue it. But at the same time, we don't need to rely on night one and night two. I'm okay with the wrestling, but at the same time, because at least it's not like no offense, I'm not a
But
hater, but I'm not having to sit there
it's
and watch
it's
this
like
thing from 2 o'clock
it's
in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then the main
yeah.
event doesn't come on until 1 or 2 in the morning. Like that part, yes, 2 nights, cool. But if you're gonna
I
do
mean, but
it
I
in
think
the
there's a little. I think there's a me personally. We can start WrestleMania at 6 p.m. Eastern, and it shouldn't go off until 11:30.
11
That's four
o'clock,
and a
like
half
they
hours.
normally used to do.
Yeah, 4.5 hours. That's fine. Like you don't need to do all the extra. And then at that time, at that when the WrestleMania you was going to, that was the time they were doing pre-shows. So doors did
It
open
was
way
really
earlier.
long.
It was a long jump. It really was though. But as we
And the
move on,
energy
man.
died after the Hardy Boys came out. Like we were done,
Mm.
and then it
Uh,
started raining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, man. As we move on, man, we move on. I appreciate everybody, man. Definitely tuning in,
Definitely.
man. Definitely smash the like button. All right. On Monday Night Raw, man, it was pretty interesting. I did not know it until actually, went on social media and saw a couple of videos and actually watched it back. And I was like, oh shit, and
Mm.
actually, I didn't even notice that. But yo, Big Cass made his return to WWE on Monday Night Raw last week. And man, I mean, to be honest with you, when he returned, I literally thought like, okay, he's coming back with Enzo. A couple of guys in the chat was like, yeah, Enzo is going to be a surprise. But no, Big Cass came back on his
Got
own.
no
And
reaction. In
I
the
thought that
crowd, it
was,
felt like they did not do a reaction, and I felt bad about it. I
I,
think it was
they,
they were
I
taking a
think they
moment. They were
gave,
looking at it like, "Oh shit, that's who that is." Type
yeah, it
scenario.
was more so like that, you know. I think it was a reaction, but I think the biggest reaction of it all, man, Corey Graves
Streamers.
didn't even say anything. Corey Graves didn't
Was
say
that his
anything,
job?
huh?
I mean, was it Michael Cole's or was it Corey Graves? That's the thing where we're getting too extra with. I think. Why,
No, no, no.
why is
Let's
that
nah.
just gonna
Like
be?
no, 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 no. If anybody return or whatever like that, both guys would say something and everything like that. But the fact that it was brought up,
What's the
how
saying? Can't say
Big
something nice.
Cass.
Don't say nothing at all.
But I mean, come on, dude. Like, really? Like, is it? Did it? Was it that bad? I mean, like,
We
I
don't
mean,
know.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm asking. Like, I don't know what happened between Big Cass and Carmella. Or what Carmella told Corey Graves, or whatever happened in that scenario. Like, I forgot that
Yeah.
they were even a couple.
Oh,
But
no one
it.
does. No, 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 no. They were very open about. Remember that was
No,
on
I
Total
said I
Divas.
forgot about they were a thing. I'm pretty sure they
Oh,
were, but I forgot it was a thing until Tuesday, and it was like, "Yo, Corey Graves didn't say anything," and then it was mentioned that Big Cass and Carmella dated, and obviously Corey Graves is Corey Graves' fiance, husband. So I mean,
husband.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I thought that was interesting. I mean, I don't think it was I don't think it was just something that was just like, okay, well, Corey, you say nothing here. I think Corey Graves add a great value. He's the fucking main guy, which is on the TV right now. An old episode, it ain't that old, but I mean, of AAA. He's the
Hmm.
main commentary guy, so he go in and to say, "Oh, he's not going to say anything." I don't quite intense buy it though, but I mean, Warren, you ain't looking too deep in it though. I mean, definitely leave
I
a
mean,
comment in
people
the
are
chat.
looking at it too deep as it is. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey,
Now, do you think the pairing with Javon Evans is a good start? I mean,
uh,
the way they
well,
opened it
I
for
mean, just
Big
like he
Cass
said
to
on
be
Monday,
announced, they should have
that,
opened it where Big Cass was the heel. I
well,
think.
just like they said on Monday, well, just like he said, look, he was just it wasn't nothing personal. He was just like it was wrong place, wrong time, basically. So
Good.
I don't really think it, but obviously Javon Evans is definitely gonna look at it, another way though. It's probably tomorrow night on
Great match
Raw.
between him and Ethan.
Uh, definitely. WWE TKO has too many commercials
During
going on
pay-per-views.
during the pay-per-views. Hey man, I definitely agree about that. Yeah, look, I said it too the other day, man. You got one wrestler, you got one company
Fluid, you
give
know
you
what?
too
I agree
much
with you
wrestling,
on that.
and you
I
got the other
agree.
company that don't give you that much though. Like I mean, I'm cool with 4 or 5 matches on the show, WWE, some storylines, some promos in between.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Fans
I
been
was
mad about
watching,
it being short matches.
huh?
The fans have been mad about not having many matches on the card. So I
No,
don't
who?
know. Remember, fans have been complaining that there's not enough matches on the card.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah, I mean, no, but I was talking about like Raw and
Yeah.
SmackDown. I know they've been like 4 or 5 matches,
Well,
which is
when
cool.
it's your after pay-per-view show, I think you shouldn't have that much wrestling unless it's the guys that didn't wrestle at SummerSlam
No,
to
but I
get
think
that
that
moment.
yeah, but I think that's more so for like the pay-per-views or the premium live events because they've been only
Hmm.
having like 4 or 5 matches on it, and now they've been
Yeah,
like
yeah,
6. So I do get that, because from an era where I come from, it was 7 matches on the pay-per-view every month, every
yep,
single month. So
yep.
to go to 4 matches, it was like really. But yeah, I totally agree. But I mean, hey, nobody really looking at it. My guy Warren ain't got too much comments though. But I just want to see how I played out. Just wanted
No,
to
I
hear.
like Fluid's
Uh,
comment at the bottom where he tells
you
her to
think?
chill out.
Respectfully
That's
speaking,
Carmelo to
Graves
chill.
may need to tell Carmella to chill out on social media. Maybe.
She
What she
ain't
been
with
doing?
the company
Wilding?
right now, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I don't even know. For real, for real.
Michael Hayes
All
be
right.
like, man, get your wife.
I guess it's fitting as we sort of wrap it up in a way. Maybe I'm watching AAA, or at least it was just on though. I guess, or just on YouTube.
What do
But
you think? Of
uh, before we actually get into that, I dig it. I mean, obviously I don't speak Spanish, but I mean, like they do got the little, you know, translator on there. So I mean, it's cool. It's almost just like watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, they speaking in their own language and everything like that. And I remember at one point Jim Ross and some of the guys, they was like the English commentators for a minute. That's probably tell you I ain't watching it in a minute because obviously Jim Ross ain't with New
Yeah.
Japan. But yeah, I mean it's fine. I dig it. Look, man, they are
Dude,
into it.
shout out
I
to
love it.
Undertaker right now. Undertaker, this is the thing that they were missing. One, they were missing a platform to be on to watch regularly, and two, character work. And the character work that these guys are doing right now, you can you
Most
can
if
turn them over to NXT and have a
oh,
full on Worlds Collide type show.
yeah, which they really are coming up though. But just about everybody in AAA are characters, and I think that
Yep.
is like how you mentioned. That is one thing that's missing from WWE. You got too many of these guys; they don't have no characters. Like, and the only character I want to say really right now is standing out is Danhausen. Yeah, he's the only one.
There's
You know,
tons of characters, but I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
what character? Like, name a character.
Roman,
Now, I'm not talking about. You
you
said who?
got L, and we can
No, I'm
talk.
talking. What
I'm gonna
you
say
said,
this right now.
Roman and
That
everything.
six
I'm
man
talking.
tag was fucking awful.
Yeah, but I'm 6-man tag SummerSlam.
That 6 man tag, I don't know why LA Knight couldn't hit the rope to save his fucking life that damn match. I was mad as hell. I'm sitting there watching him like hesitate to hit different ropes back and forth. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what's he doing? Like,
Hmm.
what
I
the
thought
hell's
the
going on?
matchup was cool. I mean, I don't
It
think I
was
really.
okay, but I think LA Knight could have done a little bit more, whatever. And Jey Uso was trying to oversell too much. But okay, back to that.
Man, you look
But
at it's funny that you mentioned that. We ain't talking about nobody in that joint besides Solo. Solo man doing the man.
Solo has
He doing
broken
the
his
thing.
shell. And you've been saying who could take a spotlight? Solo could take Roman's spotlight.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll
Pew
see.
pew pow pow, all that.
Then we got LA Knight, which is look like LA Knight is gonna be taking on Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank.
What would you
And
do if you? How are you going to feel if you see LA Knight beat Roman Reigns?
I will be
Do you think it's a
it, it'll
thank you
be
moment after that Saudi Arabia event?
I don't know about thank you, but it'd definitely be a full circle moment though. I think it would definitely be a full circle moment for LA Knight beating Roman Reigns, where pretty much how the last 2 or 3 years of his career played out was because of him losing to Roman Reigns and being beat up by the bloodline for the last 3 years or so. So I think, yeah, man, like it would be phenomenal if that happens. I mean, like, but hey, it really could. But we mentioned that Roman Reigns, though. Roman Reigns was heavily featured on Raw, which I like. This past Monday night on Raw, and even at the end, we seen Rey Mysterio come out, who's the AAA general manager, and proposed a offer to Roman Reigns. Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown are going to be in Mexico City, Mexico, for the first time since I believe 2011. So they're going to be there. Roman Reigns is going to be defending his World Heavyweight Championship for the first time on Monday Night Raw in sometime. But it's going to be a tournament that's going down, guys. The Luchadors from Raw, SmackDown, and AAA are going to be battling it out. Whoever wins this tournament is going to face the OTC in Mexico City, Mexico on Monday Night Raw. We got Penta and Laredo Kid, which is the first tournament matchup that's going to take place on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, as well as Psycho Clown versus LA Parker. I hope I said that right. Yeah. Lil Parker. Okay. Dragon Lee taking on, I think that's El Vikingo. I want to say, or that is Dr. Wagner. One of them.
Julio Del Junior Wagner. Good
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
You
And
try to
Ray
say that in the
Phoenix.
crowd, man.
I'm
Ray
not
Phoenix
too sure.
versus El Fiscal.
Oh, okay. All
All
right.
right,
All
so we can
right.
already name who's winning. All right, we got Penta versus Laredo Kid. Cero Miedo. That's all that motherfucker still does. He's gonna beat Laredo Kid. Psycho Clown versus La Parka. I got La Parka winning this one just
So
because that
that's
is a very legendary one.
okay.
Um,
So just right there, though, you said you got Penta beating Laredo Kid, and then you got La
I mean, that's
Parker
the most
beating
common
Psycho
one.
Clown.
Nobody knows who the hell Laredo Kid
Yeah,
is
yeah,
compared
yeah.
to
I mean, just with that right there. Okay, Penta wins. He takes on La Parker. So Penta goes over La Parker, correct?
La Parka. Um, I don't know.
I mean,
Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah,
yeah, I would
okay.
think
He'll beat
Penta
La
goes.
Parka.
Yeah, I think Penta goes all the way,
And
and
then you
then for
got
the other two
Dragon Lee
matches at the
versus Ray
bottom,
Phoenix. I say Ray Phoenix is going to beat Dragon Lee.
it's you
And then
know
you're going
what,
to get Penta versus Ray
Ray
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Penta versus Ray Phoenix. I see that. Penta versus
I
Ray
still don't.
Phoenix.
I'm going to see Roman and Penta together. It, it, I don't know.
Man, that's gonna be
Penta
Penta
does
probably be women winning the tournament. Hmm. All
unless
right
someone
now.
screws him.
Yeah, unless someone screws him or someone's spot gets taken and they fill in the tournament. What about El Grande Americano? You know?
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, right.
I'm upset.
I
Y'all
mean,
didn't put my brother in this thing. Like,
all
what's going on?
right, man. Yeah, that's gonna
Justice
be
for
definitely what's
America,
up.
man. Dadgummit.
Yeah,
We
and
talk about
before
justice
we
for Sammy.
definitely justice for Sammy. Definitely,
He
definitely
lost.
justice for Sammy. Um, uh, before we wrap it up, man, we got AEW All In, man. We coming up with AEW All In. AEW's biggest show, man. In London. How do you? Yeah. How you feeling about it, man? We got Adam Copeland and Christian Cage taking on the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. This whole thing with I'm really digging, man. I know at one point I was talking about Ricochet being one of the most improved guys who left WWE and came over to AEW. Now, right now, it's Andrade.
Oh yeah, hands down,
Andrade.
hands down. I feel like
It's
Ricochet took a shadow. I feel like he's
yeah.
not. I don't feel
Yeah,
like he's doing much.
I think he took this back seat to Andrade. I think Andrade, and that was one thing I was worried and concerned about him when he was in WWE was the language barrier, and just getting them over with something and maybe needing a catchphrase. And I mean, like,
Andrade could be like Alberto Del Rio if you really want to be honest. Like that transitional standpoint,
nah,
he didn't have to do much, and he could still get you a reaction.
Andrade was way better than Alberto. I can't get with I can't get with Alberto. I'm sorry.
Alberto was a main
I
event.
could.
If
Who
he
cares?
bad choices in life, he would have been a big main
Nah.
event.
Hell no. Could not
He faced
stand
Cena. He faced
Alberto.
Big Show.
I don't care. He was horrible.
He was a good heel.
Yeah, he was. I
With
booed
his
him.
little
That was
announcer
he
and
did his
stuff.
job. Hey, look here.
There
But,
you
oh
go.
my goodness. Couldn't stand no Alberto. I think
Exactly.
Andrade is
He was
better.
a bad guy. You weren't
Yeah.
supposed to stand him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing his job though. But I mean, we got some cool matches at AEW All In. Of course, Will
I'm excited to
Ospreay.
see Willow versus Mercedes.
Oh, definitely Willow versus Mercedes, man. I don't know. I got this idea. This may not happen. I'm probably just tripping. But I feel like,
If
what if they did
Mercedes
a
is
double
booking it,
switch in
she's
that
beating Willow.
match? What if they did a
They
double
need to
switch?
do a switch.
Can you see Willow Nightingale being a heel? Because I could definitely
Yeah.
see in Mercedes being that baby face, transitioning back over
Mercedes
to a
been
baby face.
begging to be a babyface since she's been in this company, and it's
Mhm.
not worked. It's not worked because in reality, can you see a different transition between her and Sasha Banks? If she don't be Sasha, it doesn't work as a babyface. I don't care what
Mhm.
you're to say. I'm sorry with that. As Willow turning as a heel, yes. And I think it could be a good transition, but at the same time, is it needed for Willow to turn heel? I mean, in reality,
I think it can get her over into that conversation because look at it. You really don't have any women in that women's division really in AEW. I mean, Tony Storm is out. You don't have a Britt Breaker, obviously, and I mean the only I mean they seems don't really have all the faith in Chris Statlander. I mean,
they
who do
gave
you
up on
have?
her after she beat Jade.
Exactly. So I mean, like, you really don't have anyone. So I think, does it need it? No, it doesn't. But I think it will
It will
transcend her and
it
make
will
her put her to the next
change, yeah.
level.
But the
That
same thing is, but AEW is known to have more heels than baby faces than usual. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It could give a different outlook on Willow, but at the same time, why not just have it to where Willow only has a different feeling when she goes against Mercedes, because it is a lot more personal than the originals. So I
mm,
mean, it can be in that same essence, but I can definitely see Willow as a heel. But at the same time, she's finally over that hump to where people are not stop talking about her now. And I think if it was up to Mercedes, Mercedes wants to be the baby face. Mercedes has been wanting to be the big baby face since TK signed her, because TK's thinking, oh, they want Sasha. Guess what? We gonna bring her back and we gonna make her, the world's best baby face around. And it only worked in Boston. Like, be honest. Like, what other babyface run was Mercedes Moné to where they were sitting there going, she could take over this company and be the face of the good guys in this? It didn't work. So,
mm,
I mean, I thought Chris Statlander could. It didn't work. I thought Sky Blue had a chance. It didn't work. I mean,
yeah,
I
I think
failed
everybody
picking
was
names on AEW.
yeah,
Now,
everybody
Mariah
was
May
paying
had a momentum, but that
yeah. I think everybody was
Tekla is
paying
good,
attention to
but
the wrong thing
Tekla is
about
not
Scott Blue.
very. Tekla is good, but I couldn't see Tekla being
Nah,
anything
I
close.
couldn't. That's why I knew Willow Nightingale would definitely beat her. But other matches, obviously, Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes, which that's
Kenny
going to be
Omega's
cool.
match will be good.
Omega versus Will Ospreay.
I want
Uh,
Kenny to win.
you want Kenny to win? Man, after that
Make it.
promo that
No,
they
no, no, no,
had
no,
two
no,
weeks
no,
ago,
no, no, no. Remember what they did, and you told me this, and I wanted to refuse it for the longest time. When Cody first lost to Roman, I sat there and told you the momentum's gonna die, and Cody's gonna get mixed reactions, certain things, unless he had someone to carry it right. You get Will Ospreay at his biggest right now. You make it believable to where he's gonna win this thing, whatever, and Omega wins, but not clean, and it's because of Moxley or something. You can sit there and drag this out more to get fans way more behind Ospreay, to when he finally does win that thing, it's going to be known like how
hmm,
Cody's was at
yeah, I
WrestleMania
can see.
40. If you
I can,
do it right,
yeah, I can,
AEW hasn't done something like that, and they need something like that since
yeah,
Bryan won the title.
I can see that possibly happening, man.
Because how
I
many
can
times
see.
did
It's not
Bryan
that,
lose it? How many times did Bryan lose until he finally got the big one? And then when he
yeah,
got it, it was like, holy shit, he actually won.
yeah. Because the what was it? That promo that they did a couple of weeks ago had me drawn all the way in when Kenny Omega slapped Will Ospreay and was telling him, "Nah, man, you was thinking about it, putting the trash bag over my head and everything." Man, all of it. I was like, "Oh, okay, y'all got me, though." Of course, the tag team match, the Bucks taking on Christian and
You know who I'm picking.
Adam Copeland. That should be a fun
I
match.
think the Bucks are probably going to win, but I would definitely. I'm never picking the Bucks to win.
We got the men's casino gauntlet match. Whoever wins get an AEW World Championship match.
I hear New Day
Andrade,
might be coming back. Might
who?
be. I heard New Day might be showing up.
Yeah, I heard that. We seen Motor City Machine Guns
It's gonna
step
be
up
day.
over there, and
It's gonna
and
be
and
day new.
AEW, yeah, and AEW have a really they really spotlight.
You
They
didn't get what
really
I meant by that.
shine the spotlight on their tag teams too, more than WWE though. But Andrade, he's in the match. He gained the number one spot. I think MJF is going to be in the match. I think he got a match this coming Wednesday or
What's he?
something like that.
Is he doing anything?
Which I think he's going to be in a gauntlet match.
Is they showing a lot of spotlight on MJF? I haven't seen a
Well,
lot.
he just came back this past Wednesday on the Mexico Grand Slam jump.
Okay.
So yeah, that was that. And of course, the women tag team matches. Them the only matches has been announced so far for
Oh,
AEW
don't
All
worry.
In.
When it gets to a week or a day
Yeah,
before, they're gonna name like 5 matches on it.
yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, yeah. We got some more weeks
If
leading up
there's a
to
wrestling promotion that needs a night 1, night 2, it's them.
for
My God.
sure. Now for sure. See, that makes more sense. Oh hell yeah. Oh man, I can tell all see now they gonna all in to be cool because they're in London, so it's gonna start at 3. Shit probably won't go over till like 9 o'clock that night, But yeah, if anybody need a 2-night jump, is AEW. I tell you. But you guys, man, what a show, what a show, what a show. I appreciate everybody definitely sticking with me. We damn near about to be going on 2 hours though, for real. I know Babe probably fell asleep. It's like, damn, he and they're just going for it.
Shout out to
But
y'all, man.
man,
Y'all had y'all nice little wrestling trip. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
See, the
yeah,
whole
man. It
family
was
got to go. That was pretty cool.
yeah, that was fun. It was her first time going.
I was
That
about to
was
say,
she
she's
was
never been, has she?
nah, she never been. That was the first time. And the whole theory of going was because when I initially saw it on the schedule when WWE announced the summer tours, Seth Rollins was on the he was not there. So that was like so I was like, man, he get to see his guy, and she was going too
I
because she
know.
was
I
like,
was
oh my
sitting there. I was
god,
like, I hope he got to see Seth because I
nah,
saw his
yeah, he
reaction when he
didn't,
saw Jay. It wasn't like
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
he
happy to see Jay, but that music wasn't the same, like the blue light
the
and all that.
Usos, Oba, Gunther, the Miz, everybody knew. He kept looking back at me when the Miz came out. He was like, The Miz. Yeah, The Miz, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk. He was definitely jamming to them. But of course, yeah, he would have loved to
Yeah,
see
jamming the Punk
Seth
song.
Rollins.
That's the
But
only
yeah, it
one I
was
didn't like.
huh?
That's the only video I didn't like. Him sitting there singing Punk song.
Yeah, that was her first time, man. So that was it. That was
Yeah.
exciting, man. Really, really exciting for her to go, and everything, man. But
She
yeah, man.
watching wrestling now? She
She'll
watching it
check it
now?
out. She'll check it out. She is, she know what's going on. If I'm watching it, she in the background doing something. She know what's going on. Or of course, little man, the day after, he'll watch it on YouTube. So she'll figure it out. She'd be like, "What did Seth Rollins wear tonight?" I'd be like,
Yeah,
you don't want to
that's
know that."
dude. My wife loves Seth. Loves
Oh
Seth
man.
Rollins.
But man, what you got coming up, man? What's new to the people, man? Tell the folks, man, where they can catch you at and all that great stuff, man.
Hey man, obviously buzzing with Marlo. We are coming back. I got a couple interviews. We got some coming up. I know I have a podcast I just did with was Saturday's Stories. It was a good friend of mine, Steve Bislane. We talked about the Miami Hurricanes. Obviously, it's all about college football, and of course, he's also a wrestling fan. So we talked about some wrestling stuff as well. So if you haven't, go check that out. It's called Saturdays and Stories. You'll see the picture of me alongside my lovely, beautiful Miami Hurricane logo. We got football season coming back, so I'm going to have some good interviews when we're going to talk about some football. I know I was making a joke about the Minnesota Vikings, but I'm a Jaguar fan, so hard times happen in life. But football's back, school's back. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, man. I know they in the city gearing up for the Washington Commanders to come back to DC because they
Oh yeah,
building a new
that's right.
stadium.
Yeah.
They building
When's
a
that
new
coming up?
stadium.
Is it this season?
No, it's not this season. What's this? 2026. So what? In 4 years, they build it.
That's right.
It should
You
be
told me they
ready.
were going to make that stadium.
Yeah,
You want a
yeah.
WrestleMania there. Yeah.
But I mentioned that because you was talking about football. Stephon Diggs supposed to be coming to the Commanders, so they trying to build his team up, man, for a Super Bowl run. They made it to the NFC Championship
I swear,
a
if I
couple of
see
years
y'all
ago,
win a
but
Super Bowl before us, I have no hope.
my team is the Ravens, though. So hopefully the Ravens do good. I support the Commanders, though. But it was always the thing
You
when I
got
was
one of my
little.
friends on there.
When I was little, obviously my thing was wrestling, but like I was always told, and this is always like a thing, right? If you're from Dallas, if you're from Jacksonville, if you're from DC, you root from the team that's there,
Mm-hmm.
like, and of course I'm like, all right, well, I like the Redskins. Let's root for them. These guys always lost. It was habitual how much they lost. If they win one game, lose four, win two, lose the rest of the seven. Like it literally, like there was every year. Then it
You
was like
speaking music to me, bro. Remember,
then
we just started being good again.
then it
Remember,
was
we
like
used to be called the bag wires.
there was like
Okay,
a couple of seasons where they'll win 3 games in a row and lose the rest. And I'm
and
like,
lose the
well,
rest.
damn.
Yep.
You know, so it's like I never could get behind them. You know, especially as an adult too. I'm like, this team always lose just because I'm from DC. Even though they play in Landover, Maryland, but I mean, even from DC, I ain't supposed to root for them. So they play in Landover, Maryland. I'm gonna go ahead and root for the Baltimore Ravens.
They
Root
won
for the
more.
Ravens. Fuck that, man. They ain't better damn team,
I
but yeah, I
I
like the
like the
Ravens though.
Ravens, bro. Obviously, I got a good friend of mine, high school friend, Derrick Henry. So I'm rooting
Yeah,
for him. I want him to win one out of his whole career. Couldn't get him a
man.
state championship, so I would love to see him win in a Super Bowl. But
Mhm.
yeah, man, like you said, we're hard times when it comes to NFL, when it comes to the teams. And
Yeah.
my Jaguars, bro, I remember when they would never make the playoffs. I had to pick a playoffs team
I,
just so I could
what
even get into to watch the playoffs.
I
So it's
know.
like
I know we about to wrap it up and hit on that, but how do you feel about LeBron and the 76ers?
I feel like LeBron's gotten way too old, but at the
I,
same time,
I
this
said I
is
feel like he's
proven
just
our
playing
point.
for
This has proven us for way more than what we've always talked about. LeBron's never done it with a consistent team. He always just leaves and goes different places.
I
Don't
feel like
ever
he's
get me
just
wrong. I'm not a LeBron hater. LeBron is a phenomenal flipping talent.
yeah, like he was
But at the same time, bro, the NBA has gotten way too damn soft.
yeah,
And
I would say he was never like my favorite player. My favorite team is the Lakers. Now he wound up just being on it. But I feel like after
he just wound
the
up being
once it
on
was
it.
like the Lakers thing, ever since he did what he did with the Lakers, at this point I feel like he's just
He's
playing
just
for
there.
teams that his favorite or like Kobe. Like everybody who loved Kobe Bryant wanted to be a part of the Los Angeles Lakers. Everybody who loved it, Allen Iverson, wanted to be a part of the 76ers. And I feel like that's what it is though. But I mean like
I mean,
hey, you know,
Sixers are young.
yeah, I heard. I'm
He don't
hearing.
have to do much at all. And I mean, look at Joel Embiid. Embiid's going to get you 20 rebounds a game,
Mm,
rebounds a game, and I mean, he's going to get those easy downside shots. So, I
yeah,
mean, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
sure
I'm an
is, man.
Orlando Magic's fan, so I mean,
Okay,
it is what
okay.
it
Hey, we'll
is. We
see.
ain't
We
got happy
and they
times in my
yeah,
place.
and you know, and of course my team, the Lakers. Though I like the Wizards too. The Wizards ain't kind of like
I
how
got
it is with
Magic's,
me.
and then I like the Heat, and I was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
shocked that LeBron didn't go to Miami.
Yeah, kind of like how I am with like the Lake. I mean the Commanders or the Redskins when they were. It's not the same with the Wizards though. Even though the
Mhm.
Wizards really haven't won much though. I mean, but you know, I always just stick it with the Lakers. But
Yeah, I like their
hey, we'll
colors, man.
see.
The
Eh,
colors.
we'll see. We'll see. We see. We do got back to school coming up and everything too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chill for the night. Everybody, man, of course, man, I appreciate you guys definitely chiming in to the live chat, man. We had a couple of people, man, more than usual in the live chat, man. So
Shout
I
out to Fluid,
appreciate
man. I
you.
know you've been you've been waiting to hear my reaction on certain
Oh,
things, so
definitely,
I
definitely, because
got
we
you.
haven't did a we haven't did a podcast in a minute, and I know he was like, man, I definitely want to hear what Warren got to say about this. So,
I saw the
as
watch
always,
along
see
where he was like,
fluid,
"Oh, I'm sure Warren's gonna say Cody's was great."
Nigel, all my guys, man, for stopping past in the
Definitely.
live chat. I'll be back at it tomorrow night. We're gonna be watching Monday Night Raw, man, as this tournament begins and everything, man, for real.
We'll be back
Anything else you want to
Sunday,
say?
guys. Sunday is now back
Sunday,
with commission. We are
we
back every
back, we
week.
back. So next Sunday, lock in. Buzzer on Marlowe,
We got
Warren
a
Marlowe.
lot.
Make sure you follow him. Make sure you follow him.
We ain't got night one, night two. We got one night, and it's on Sunday. There you go.
Well, you guys, man, there you go. You guys have it, man. For myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wells, and my guy Warren Marlowe. Definitely make sure you follow Buzzer with Marlowe and follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms, you guys, man. Beyond 1130, we'll be back soon, man. Stay tuned for a new episode of the podcast show. But until now, and until next time, be easy, be smooth, give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, go to sleep, man.